Hey, Roger the announcer here, and thanks for tuning in to episode 168 of Take It Personal Radio. This is part 2 of our 1992 tribute, and we're picking up right where we left off. We got music from Naughty by Nature, EPMD, A Tribe Called Quest, Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, Heavy D, Public Enemy, Diggable Planets, Compton's Most Wanted, and DJ Quik. Plus, we got a surprise guest sitting in with us as we take another ride on this 1992 musical journey. Enjoy.
Yo, what's up, world?
What's up? What up?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo.
You need to take that personal.
Take it personal. Yo, this is KRS-One. Checking out the Take It Personal radio show.
Yo, what's up? It's Black Thought from the legendary Roots crew.
Yo, this is That G.
This is Kool G.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Rappanoid, Infamous, Mob Deep and all that. Shout out, Take It Personal.
Yeah, this is the Drizzle from the Wu-Tang, and right now you're listening to Take It Personal. Peace.
What's good, y'all? This is DJ Muggs from Cyber Chill.
Check it out. This is Prince Paul, and you're checking out Take It Personal.
Yo, what's up? This is Diamond D representing Digging in the Crates right here on Take It Personal Radio.
Yo, check it out. It's the infamous Buckwild.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is DJ Premier, and y'all need to listen on. Alright? Chill.
Take it personal.
Yeah, what's good? It's your boy KGR. Y'all checking out Take It Personal Radio with my man Solar Flavor, Kevlar, Aaron Wade, and the boy DJ 360. You heard?
Hey, yo, this is your boy Falmont.
Yo, what's up? This is D-Nice.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Master Ace.
Yeah. What up, y'all? This is Common Sense.
Hey, yo, this is OC. Hey, yo, check this out. This is Freddie Fox.
What's good? It's your man, the original Dirty Rhyme Scoundrel, Jay with the Jams, to let you know you need to take it personal.
This is Take It Personal with Redman, and we in the building.
Yo, what's up? This is Be Real, and you're blazing out to Take It Personal.
Take it personal. Hip hop, the way it should be.
Keep it right there, the best in hip hop.
Spinning that fly shit, you heard? Hip hop, stay winning. Yeah.
Take it personal.
Yeah, word up, word the mother. Here comes G-Rap with another one, y'all. We gon' swing this like this. I'm right in front of my front step, thinking of a plan, looking like Raggedy Ann or doing hand, kicking a can. Thinking of a plate to pull some bacon, because I'm dead and stinking. So's all my shoes winking, t-shirt is shrinking. Soon I see some thighs in my eyes open wide, quick. Who's that with the chick? Bill blast my sidekick. What's up, black? Give his hand a smack. Then up pulls a Cadillac, your baby will be back. Jump right on the side, not too many people saw us thinking about who gotta get robbed, because the mob got a job for us. They drove us down to the silver section of town where the clowns dare be paying for protection. They want us to send a message to Jimmy the bartender, lend a friend of money next year ripping off his car fenders. He's coming up short, cause he snorts coke, dope, nope, and hope he don't get caught. He owes some Benjamin Franklin's, every last bit of them, but Jimmy's pockets are empty, so now we gotta get rid of him. But Jimmy's wife is with him and they don't wanna involve her. Hopped out the back seat, they gave me a revolver. Blast you, distract him, while I go and whack him. Enter through the back side of the bar and then attack him. He's screaming for his life, reaching for his wife. Shot him in the back of the head and tricked him with a knife. And that goes for anybody, they gotta pay their dues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street. Suckers are clobber, because my town is full of cops and robbers. You're not promised tomorrow in this little shop of horrors. So I got to get with the business and hit quick. Money grips, pockets looking thick, so I stick slick. Hold it right there, hands in the air, I know you got the loot. Or better yet, face down on the ground, empty your pockets too. Hit the deck, I got the check right on your neck. And I expect to make a bucks to heck with a travel's check. But if a Vic tries to joke me, I'll have to smoke him like I'm Smokey the Bear. So okie dokie, goodbye, a boy voyage, have a good journey. Don't even try begging for your life, that don't concern me. So to the next weasel that freezes, you're begging and your pleases, only getting you closer to meeting Jesus. Yeah, I shake a schmuck just to make a buck. Then I break a duck, and if the duck gotta give up, then I don't give a fuck. Hyper as a sniper, piping niggas like a plumber. Cold thinking and sticking up the ones that run the numbers. Or even the biggest score, the lady in the liquor store. Go inside, they kicking the door. Pull her, then I'm sticking it for money all your life, honey. Hurry and choose, but you lose because I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. blues. Extra, read all about it in the papers. The boss tried to rape us, so we tossed him off the skyscraper. Because he brought us some other people to come and hit us. Get us, but none of them did us. He must be trying to kid us, but that's dead. I'm fake, got it in the red. Crossed the bread, borders, crossed, nobody can short us. We fled down the headquarters, ready to put some work. We're not a lazy crew. I do a job or two, but yo, a man can't even stick me with some crazy glue. Ready to tour and even more because he's foreign. We took out all those lookouts out the front and kicked the door in. What's up, Snake? Roger violate. They called him a hot sauce. Yo, that's a pick that don't fly straight. Getting ready to jab him. I grabbed him by the necktie. Homie tried to get fly and swing. I gave him a necktie. You know the evil the men do. Hell is where the men go. We snatched him by his hands and feet and threw him out the window. Up, and away, cause I don't play clown. Buck. Take that with you on the way down. I'm hoping you got springs and wings on your shoes, but you lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues. You lose, cause I got the ill street blues.
Yo, Take It Personal Radio, episode 168, part 2 of our 1992 tribute. This is Apathy, joining my brothers on here. Let's get it started.
So if you have not listened to part 1, I think you should do yourself a favor and listen to it, because I believe we did a job that will put 1992 in the conversation as one of the greatest years in hip-hop. We always go to 88. We always talk about 93 and 94, but 92 is one of those sneaky years that had a ton of classics. But like I said last episode, arguably the one year that had the most top 50 hip hop songs of all time. I mean, you can't think of a song that has came out in maybe 95 or 96 as good as, say, Troy. You know, these are top 50 hip hop songs of all time. We're going to get into it. We got my man App on. Kev is not here today, but App is holding him down. We're going to break down 1992, get into a few albums. Before we do that, let me pass the mic to Andre. What up?
Hey, man, I told you I was fucked up from the last episode, because the truth is you're listening to these songs endless amount of times, but if you really do the Mount Rushmore of hip-hop, most of these tracks are in the top 50, so 92 again, very pivotal, chaotic, sometimes surreal. Tons of shifts, man. Beefs, little experimentation. These were bizarre moments that helped shape the genre we all come to love. But listen, the groups that came out, so much was happening on the surface and underneath it all. So obviously the East and West battle for supremacy. We all felt that pendulum shift. I was kind of pissed, I ain't gonna lie, because the East was my brand of hip-hop despite the commercial success, but it's that commercial success that had me running from all the things that I love, because the audience was super mainstream now and it started to get watered down. So what I worked so hard in preserving, all of a sudden, guys, be careful what you wish for, because it pissed me off that hip-hop used to only be played after midnight, but most formats, I got pissed, man. They started playing it regular hours. The rest of the world was getting hip to for what I thought was mine. So, you know, get ready. 92 kind of brought it full circle and started really bringing this shit to middle America.
Yeah, you're right, Dre. We talked about it last show. This is the time period when hip hop took over the world, and you could hear it on mainstream radio. Mainstream radio was playing songs. They were playing Mix-a-Lot. They were playing Crisscross. They were playing
Arrested Development.
Hip Hop Parade.
Come on.
Yeah, Arrested Development. How could we forget?
Even Mr. Dabalina was on commercial radio at that time.
True.
So much. It was wild. And I'm going to throw it out here, and we'll talk about it on the break. But to me, this was the year when Pete Rock took over. Now, Pete Rock, to me, is the number 2 best rap producer in the history of the art form. And I'm sure he's in most of your top 5s. But if you really think about it, and especially after you listen to this episode, you'll probably be in agreement that this was the year of Pete Rock. So, enough yapping, let's get to the rapping. Roger, do your thing. Let's get into Mix 1.
So we're teaming up with B-Side buttons and shirts for a special giveaway for our loyal listeners. Stay tuned to our 1992 tribute as we share the contest details, and be sure to check them out at bsidebuttons.com for the best 90s hip-hop tees, pins, stickers, and slip mats. And of course, don't forget about our Patreon. We're shouting out our members throughout this tribute, so be sure you're down with the crew and supporting Take It Personal. And now, episode 168.
Fuck off, Trent. The idea of telling the cop I killed Raheem. And I ain't telling cops a damn thing. Don't give me that shit, man. They brought me questions. And they said you said it. I didn't tell them shit. Got it wrong. Now, punk, you the one got it wrong. You've been asking for a long time. Rocky, you ain't here to protect me no more. Alright, what is that? I don't need Raheem or nobody. No fucking punk spit. What's that? Nice foot off right, Rodney. Fuck. Suicide. Empathy. Chinatown. Motherfucker! I must have missed that! Shut up, man! Kill that
dragon. As I start the banging attack, that's negative banging the rappers on the bandwagon. Feel the fury of a renegade, with men on slaves, so send her aid, cause I penetrate. Being a best up, with lyrics I dress up, so don't even mess up. I'm trying to press up, it's better to fess up. Cause if a rapper ever goes too far, man, I start to screaming on them scenes like Tarzan. To witness the glare when I appear, run at the pier, so take your seat in the rear, child. You gotta understand, you're just a man, sit next to the man, sit next to the man, sit next to the man. And no one fire comes higher than the Messiah, sparking the mic like a live wire till I retire. Whatever the coffins, I burn them like fire, when throwing them below. I hit them hard like fire, so take your hand and fold, cause it's a solo control, and no one grabs a hold. You got something to say before it's told. If you're speaking on me, you better hablo Espanol, cause I ain't trying to have none of the penny any mumble jumble get yak. You better get back and clear the way when you see me coming through. Back up and bow, enough respect due. My name ain't about me. Enough respect due. My name ain't about me. I come down and put my weight on it, drop something straight on it, and sound great on it. Bodies are rough, stages corrupt. I'm the only one on the clock. Word up, I G-E-T, the J-O-B done. Me and the young boy say, Daddy, I don't want none. You feel a man to a boy, before I can even destroy. I put him like a toy, him is some rugged toy. Check my modus operandi. Those who know my name know it ain't about games. I go beyond knocking them out the box. You wanna be a comedian, I was Red Fox. Cause if I want you, believe I'm gonna get you. I wouldn't give a damn if Tony Terry was with you. So when I come in the same place as my enemy, they all stop running like their name was sheer energy. I won't say what you are, but I'll hit you. You found on a woman and a penis goes in you. Another clue, your first letters are P-U. Act like you know, boy, enough respect due. My name ain't about me. Enough respect due. My name ain't about me. My name ain't about me. Enough respect due. Rotation, better creation with a celebration. My vocabulary is very clever like a trick can. Singing them like quicksand, making the competition feel like they need a kickstand. To support what they thought would have brought them some type of victory. None of them can get with me. You better never act new. Enough respect, dude.
Hey, you can smoke a spliff with a clip, but there's still no mountain high enough or wide enough to touch the naughty, nappy, nasty nigga, the nasty, trashy, whole happy pappy. That's happy to be nappy. Me and them rock, win spots in flocks and groups and troops with timber boots and jail suits. That's how I roll when my hair do dope. When the will I got wanting competition ain't dope. Beat you, break you, broke you, smoke you, take you, send you to your little group on mute. Sooner or later, you wanna flip, tell them full, send me half with a dip. And all that other Ringling brother shit. Sporty, naughty, hot bar, greater than HOI shit. Slam the flim, flam, and then jam. You can run, but you can't hide, you can't go far. No matter where you go, there you are. We got it back, we got it roll, we got it back, we got it break, we got it back, we got it roll, we got it nigga will come back. See a sucker stretch a sucker guard your naps. Cussing wasn't nothing till a black man rap. See a 40 sucker 40, guess who's back?
You're chillin' with a titty feelin' villain. Step into the puny putty punks catchin' feelings. I ain't too many guts, call me gutter. I'm the bread and butter punk, motherfucker style gutter. Walking from the gutter, brand new steady, heavy as a Chevy, ready for the pity petty. I'm pretty ready. Place your bet on a vet, the 3-man threat. What you see is what you get.
Break, we got it bad. We got it roll, we got it smash. We got it break, we got it bad. We got it roll, we got it smash.
Coming round the corner with my uptown punch. I bet your bottom dollar that your bottom buck chumps. Give it up, it's a juice thing. I'm stepping for the rep bit, wrecking all the rest in. Weapon testing on who's stepping. Ain't a bluff, but a nigga enough for the rugged rough stuff. Nigga, if you're tough, knuckle up. I cut your ass like class, then blast you by the trash. After I laugh, then I dash. You can't handle the scandal of an uptown vandal. Shooting up your toes, making sandals. Somebody told me that you owe me, but can't nobody hold me. I do my dirt up on my loan.
We got it right, we got it right. We got it roll, we got it right. We got it right, we got it right. We got it roll, we got it right. We got it.
E-Dub, I named myself twice, man. I'm the George Gervin of rap. Call me the Iceman. Eric Sherman, the Bandit. Here on Take It Personal Radio. You know how we do. This is the truth.
Let's get up, let's get down. Roll with the hardcore funk, the hardcore sound. Let's get with this Macadocious funk material, so simple. Wanna rock with the instrumental. Who am I?
the green-eyed bandit.
Control my career so I can never get stranded. But the rest are getting brand new, being changed up their style from jeans to suits and thinking about a pop record. Something made for the station, for a whole new relationship of a new type of scene to go platinum and clock mad green, aka a sellout. The rap definition. Get off that boy, change your mission. Come back around the block. Pump color me bad to the tick-tock. Let them know your logo. It's not a black thing. My background sing for the crossover. The crossover. The rap era's out of control, brother selling his soul will go going, gone. Another rapper soul. The pop and R&B, not the MD. I'm strictly hip hop. I stick to kick and free. Funk mode, yeah kid, that's how the squad rolls. I know your head is bobbing, cause the neck knows. Like other rappers, frontin' on their fans, they ill trying to chill. Say your damn it'll be great to sell a mill. That's when the mind switch to the pop tip. You gonna be large? Yeah right, that's what the company kicks. Forget the black crowd, you're whack now. In a suit, frontin' black, looking mad foul. I speak for the hardcore, rough, rugged, and raw. I'm out of here, catch me chillin' on my next tour. From the US to the White Cliffs of Dover. Strictly underground funk, keep the crossover. The crossover. Wanna go pop goes the weasel. You know you should be rocking the fans with something diesel. But you insist to piss me off black, so I flex the biceps so I can push them back. So real hardcore hip hop continue records, and all sucker MCs up down and get the message. So burn a crossover, yo, who's with me? This squad.
Another mega blast, funky dope style from cross yonder.
So help me wander, help me wander.
From what? The crossover, yeah, crossing you over. Out of here, gone, peace, nice to know ya. What a way to go out, no bottles, what the fans are shout. Cause she got gas, then took the wrong route. Came on the scene, chillin', freaking the funky dope line. But when they finish with you, flatline. Some say there's no business like show business. But if this the truth, please explain why is this? Rappers been around long, making mad noise, you see. Still I haven't seen one rapper living comfortably. No time to pick and wish on the 4-leaf clover. I stick to underground, keep the crossover.
chumps who don't be knowing my name. I tear the frame out your pumps. I make you slide, make you slip, make you wanna backflip. I get biz with the skit. I DJ like Quik, the top notch of the block. Plus I carry a Glock. Holy hot rocks, I'm hot. So give up the props. My style is humming, coming at ya. Ducker get backed up, dispatch ya. Rag and freaky to the rapture. So come on like the Buddha, check your honey while I scoop up the super fly Jimmy Fly. Snooker rips the roof off. The hook off for your crew. To the checker 1, 2. It's you. Man with the crew. Come on and get down and boogie oogie with the rough neck. Hit women like Madonna all the way down to smoke back. But first get your tables, I roast your whole record label, kids. Yo, E.
What's up, Jay?
Rayage. Like Russell, rush the stage with Simmons, deadly venom. Makes me poison like Michael Bivins or a Cobra. Pop more pop than Coca-Cola. Next Toyota, I'm a star at war, plus roller coaster. I got my mind made up, girl. Come on and get it if you're with it, true. Plus groove as smooth as the lightning loops. The kind of loops I sample from a James Brown group. I get credit cause I'm cautious about lawsuits. Psycho beta people, got styles hard as tree trunks. For real punk, you got a blunt, light it cause I need one. And get down with the irrelevant phone to make you jump with the flying human being. Watch me freaking in Korean. Sharika Pigora Mulagata. Nugu na nada nada nu Redman. Tapo da challenge make Nugu na forget it. I rip shop and hip hop, I get props, my lip rocks, the raps that's more spooky than movies from Hitchcock. Sit back, relax, let me rip to the funk track and press rewind if I haven't blown your mind. Get busy with the funky fly stuff, cause I cut your freaking eyes out. But Bruce Willis because I die rough. It's the funkadelic Redman, and I hit you with the funkadelic level. The P-Funk, the devil, the spectacular Blackula. Bust holes like Dracula, Lord of Accords, more legend than Acura. I'm swift, I like big spliffs, so I task it. Plus keep the Glock in my basket. I cough up a lung, cause I freak it with the tongue, cause I can. Wax off like that, you son, do the yang yang. Boogie say up, jump the boogie to the boogie to the boogie. Thanks to E, cause he hooked me. So fuck what you heard, word to herb, cause I Mac Grandma Llama, plus I kick the grammar straight from New Jersey. It's the renegade rap Redman, really who get rhymes and rough flow. Yo, hold your breath while I explode.
What up, people? It's your boy Chip Fu, formerly of the Fu-Schnickens, and you're checking out the Take It Personal with my peoples, Filler Flavor, Kevlar, and DJ 360.
That's cool, no, we don't got nothing to prove. That's cool, no, we don't got nothing to prove. That's cool, no, we don't got nothing to prove. That's cool, no, we don't got nothing to prove.
When I was small, they used to tease me because my hair was peasy, hard and greasy. But now I'm living well like George and Wheezy. So easy, what? Does it? Yo. Is it because I'm rocking beats? Fu Manchúin, cause I'm doing what just have to be done. Now we in there like swimwear, cause calling me hun. Give me hugs, little peck, put your tongue, lots of sex. Love respect to my bros that live on 5-6th Street. Right. I'm smashing, monster mashing, boom bashing in a fashion which is wild. Now I smile when I whip action seeds with my style. Call me cuckoo, I'm making buku bucks. I'm getting fully prepared to deal with empty that are smucks for bros who sleeping, counting deep and listen when I talk. As I soothe in the groove, cause I'm smooth like Mr. Fork. Doobly zoo, Mr. Woo. No need to be rude, but F you, cause I ain't got nothing to prove.
Yo, we don't got nothing to prove. That's cool. No, we don't got nothing to prove. That's cool. No, we don't got nothing to prove. That's cool. No, we don't got nothing to prove.
With the beaver Arriva, dirt cheap, heavens to mercy, babe, who's saying adios, muchachos, dame, who I'm bucking my Fu-Schnickens too. Mr. Chip Boost, I'm about to wreck shop with a judo chop, a judo chop, a judo chop, chop. Yo, Siska put the nonsense, I'm Dick Sosa. Take a look at the super fly, big Jimmy, the honey, that chip, yo, Bieber, sugar, by sugar. I am what I am, that's all what I am. My lyrics are never done for the big jaw, Emma, Emma, the fun. I wanted the Bud Light stud, come like tongue lashes with a quickness, fuck about kiss. My witness, ask the tongue about my tongue and the style that I brung instead. I'm the alley, Baba, the bank, and ship it to the dabble, trouble, when the red and bumper red. These lyrics I come out, tell me, head bumper red. old dummy head bumble red. Mr. Triple Threat, dread. You said I could rock with a redirect shot of the top pop. I get props, I pick up the mic, so on the bus, on the bus, on the MC's car, drops on my accent. You're mocking my clothes, you're clocking, ripping them seats, the smith, the reason, the bibbity, long stocking. So don't step to tip, I'm on the lodge move tip. You'll say that's everybody but again, and plus he yank my babble chip. So chitty, wobble up this kit. Rip it if it's specific, don't terrific when I kicks it. Chitty, bang, man, pepper the pew. Lodge move, yo, I ain't got nothing to prove.
Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove.
Now here I go once again with the ill flow. Other MCs that rap, the style is so-so. Fife Dog was never the type that ever lacked skills. I just stay true to my roots and then I get ill. 20 years of age, but yet I still see knowledge. And this year was so called my senior year in college. But I chose to pursue interfield music. And with some hype beats and breaks, you know I won't refuse it. Get on the board, lay down the track and I'll do 10 laps. Pass the pen, pass the pad and I'll kick enough raps. Just come inside your jam and witness who is boss. And it won't be Tony Danza nor Diana Ross. As small as I am, I still can pack jams. Do a freestyling step, but yet I still slam. Not trying to say that no one can get with me. Not only is it the lyrics alright, it's my delivery. Name one rapper that you know who has this hot from voice. My name's Malik and I'm unique, in other words, I'm choice. Nothing commercial about this, it's mainly hardcore. Now that you got what you want, do you want more? Because I got more in store.
Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove.
MC the shining one, aka the golden child. I have a grin at times, but then throw up a fake smile. Vaseline of intensive care, don't fear more fear. Stop, I say, everybody, the rapper DJ Polo is here, back in the groove. There's no way you can handle this. Shit so fly that you can call it scandalous. Cause I'm manifesting words that I'm preaching and leasing. Unisex sounds that I'm teaching. I hear not see, not cement, but rock. I rise rhythm to the beginning, then won't stop. The Chinese son of Sam, the skipper's Peter Pan. The root and it's to this cowboy in the east. Releasing a new type of lyrical lingo. Single the alarm, the girls cooties I will tingle. No aspiration date, so you know I won't expire. No sleeping a weekly check, so I don't have to retire. Right, the capital P.O. Triple with the kung fu, giving shouts on my show. Irregular styles is here too. Tripped, boo-boo, you first made a mistake. Not Alexander, but considered to be great. Great, but like the great eight. Fake the moves and your ankles I will break. Break or broken, the M.O. has spoken. Movements on the slick, taking the train, you need a token. I guess not, cause you pause for the pause. You either biting your nails or start picking straws. Holy making living laws, just like truck drop, enough respects to many minds.
Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove. Lodge move, yo, we don't got nothing to prove.
Hot sex on a platter. Hot sex on a platter. What you say your name? Hot sex on a platter. 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 Hot sex on a platter.
Hey yo, who wanna put a fight for a long time no hear from? Suckers walking around talking about they can get some, but that vibe is not cipher. No can do. And if you take out for dope, then ask the other two when I proceed to let you know exactly how to flow. I'm not a law doctor, so just suckle with the hoe. Oops, my mistake, I didn't know you went with her. Should I run down the line of all the kids that done hit her? Don't be bitter. I hear that honey resembles a critter. Heard she likes it 2-on-1 like my man John Ritter. But back to the subject, you can't catch wreck. You must give respect to earn respect. Suckers think they can hurt me, cause now I respect. You're full of jokes. Well, yo, your name ain't Flex. I got the riches, the bitches. I'm large like a Huxtable. You think you're all that, but your girl's quite doable, yeah. I'm telling you, G, to back above me. I'm not a man called Hawk, but I ain't Mr. Softy. Rapping is an art coming straight from the heart, so forget the chart because the action got scars.
Hot sex on a platter. So sweet. Hot sex on a platter. 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 What you say your name is? Hot sex on a platter. Hot sex on a platter. I like that. Hot sex on a platter.
Where you at? 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 To all my people with the funk, I'm the undercover brother, dump your hoe in the trunk. Save all the sad songs and the tear jerkers. Niggas step back, it's the lyrical worker. The points that I create ain't in paperback books. The points that I create are for hookers and the crooks. My mental is excelling cause I dabble in the books. I'm not the one to front on, so sub-oops. Yo, I guess the pickings, I'm such a damn Dickens. If you step to this, then the block just thickens. I run you around the track like a bunny and a dog. To me, you're just another MC on the wall, a link in the chain, fluid on the brain. I boast of hype lyrics, and yours are mundane. See, I can't maintain, especially if you come back. I'm the lyrical master blaster, yeah, I could do that. I could also do your girl, so leave the hoe at home. Cause when I get done, I have a strong arm bones. It's the no joke pressure that elevates my mind, make me pick up and go when it's time to drop my rhymes. My title is Drop, the abstract poetic. I'm in the idle mode, but my energy's kinetic, so smooth and debonair. Special for the air, gotta keep my thing in gear, cause it's evident and clear that I will rock on the rock.
Oh merde alors! You never believe this. You are going to turn down pussy like this, staring you smack in your face. No man can turn down this pussy. I don't know any man that can refuse pussy, pussy, pussy.
Never stolen, hit the skins better. Shelter, love to tap her on the shoulder, roll her over, then I belt her. Leave a bite when the joint is tight, lovely when it's loose. Produce the proper juice, plus I never hump a juice. Give me the head on the waterbed, play you like a pro kid. Slide the flavors on the sled, listen to what he said. Come and lie on the bearskin, notice how the fur make him grin. Cover the checks and then I go cash him in. Hold the zipper, unlock and grab the whole bag of treats. Here the hooker, slam the butcher with the biggest stack of meats. Take 2 hands to hold it, flip it out and unroll it. If you spot a brother larger than the next man stole it. Uchiku now, you know the Mecca wanna bang bang. Begging a pardon as I knock a new skin stank thing. CL, kicking flavors with the Grand Poobah. Speaking on the winds, I'm about to hit the skins. Hey. Hey. Skins. Yeah. That's right. Talking about the skins, baby. No disrespect. Just talking about it every day. Nowadays I'm on some extra be careful. I take precaution before I slide up in the slit. Man, that I put aluminum foil on my cause if you catch it, boy, that's clear quick. Better yet, you can pass me a Ziploc, a bag of boom and a 40, then some boot knock. I get stiff and it's hard like Charles Bronson. That's kind of f***ed up what happened to Magic Johnson. But anyway, you know the resume. Time to drop the jabos and parlay. Hey, I rock the world of a big batik girl. Won't hit the skins if she got a Jerry curl. When I jump into my thing, I make the bed spring sing. And you can ask my old fling, who's the bedroom king. Hit the skins hard, shit, hang on to the bedpost. Then I drop my load and get up and make some French toast. Run and get the paper and it won't be the post. After that, you know the flavor, I'm ghost. That's right. Yeah. With the funky flavors. That's right. Gonna hit this off right quick. Put it on. Hit the skins that forever wins. Cozy like my Timbs and brims, but never heard a bigger limb around the rim. Set the hurdle when I pop a girdle, sum it up surgical. Lay down the pubic and the stuff won't curdle. I got the remedy for competition if any. Sleeping with the enemy who never got a pretty penny. Skins I whip, check the lower lip, Palomine. Now you know the Pete Rock skins all the time.
Oh, Pete Rock, raw as I ever been. Give me room so I can speak about the skins, take a tidbit. But God, can you dig it? Sisters play me close and they want my beeper digits, cause I love them undercover, the chocolate boy wonder. Break like an earthquake, booming like thunder. Tell the honey dip the blouse, slip in the house, sip the stout, rip the boots, and I'm out.
Like the Isleys apply these in between the sheets. Follow yes another trailers if I had on cleats. Rip my way through a negligee, park it like a valet. Sure it's okay, just met the skins yesterday. Tap the baggy drawers, lay the Lord's lovely, puff it up. For the ride, honey, buckle up, smearing all your makeup. CL can wreck it well, a bombshell finishing. So get the tunnel vision on how I hit the skins.
Well, that's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
That's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
That's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
Hey yo, Doogie, how we move it?
This is how we move it.
Well, it's time to kick the flavor with the you know who. Stud Doogie Alamo and the 1 grand poo. Check out the lingo, hit the spot, that'll tingle. Make the huns wanna jingle. I say Chris like a Pringle. Check how we set off. Last stop square where get off. You know what's flavor? 3 shots, slip the Glock off. Buh, buh, buh. You know how it go. Grand Poo with Stud Doogie and Alamo.
So what's the 411?
Lounge in black. Hill figure knapsack with a 40 in the back. So hun shake the goodies, don't front on the putty. With the brother in the hoodie, I pack the whole like Woody. Show no shame, with everything to gain. Honey's always singing, how can I ease the pain? When they think I'm coming back, but that's game. This is the real, how I will and deal. First round draft pick like Big Shaquille O'Neal. Shit so dope that I might catch a seal. Stud Doogie Alamo, spin the wheel. Cause that's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
Well, that's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
That's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
Hey yo, Doogie, how we move
This
it.
is how we move
I met
it.
a switch girl named Dawn, hit the skins on the lawn. Ron Stud had a sister in the crib playing Twister. They lived in Poughkeepsie. Mom's was a gypsy. Pops was in the crib, but he was upstairs tipsy. Know I got soul, baby, jump upon a pole. Janet Jackson took a ride, she's no longer in control. The bedroom worker, not a bone jerker. Good like black and neck, I'm knocking skins from here to Mecca. Like 1, 2, 3, or ABC, or Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti. Honey called me Billy, I told her she was silly. Cut my ex-girl off, cause she broke my last Philly. The new skin shower, microphone goer. Girls follow me like animals, didn't know her from Tracy to Patty. Linda Donatina, every time I see some skins, then pop goes the wiener. Pooba, the double roaster. I keep a tool in my holster, mess with me and I'll be on the Warner poster. Cause that's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
Well, that's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
That's how we move
This
it.
is how we move it.
You know the deal, spin the wheel.
Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down.
Yeah, check it. It's time to switch it up, so I'll push back to the rest. Put on some polo gear and a baggy pair of guests. Put on my baseball cap, refill my knapsack. This ain't polka dice, but I'm back. You know the M.O. on Doogie Alamo. Cut so sharp, make I shop to get an afro. Better yet, you can take it down low. I was my man, but that perm gotta go. So all you copycat rhymers swine dining on the rivets. Get downtown, see my mic on the exhibit. No need to worry, cause I beat him in a heavy. Yo, hun, I'll smack it out like Dow Strawberry. Keep your head spinning, cause I only heard of winning. Played the game before, so I can go the extra in the Grand Pooba Stud Doogie Alamo here to prove it. This is how we move it, cause that's how we move it.
This is how we move it.
That's how we move
This
it.
is how we move it.
That's how we move it, baby.
This is how we move
Hey yo, Doogie, how we move it.
This is how we move it.
Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Let's trace the hits and check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat. I drop the bass to MCs get weak. For every road they trace is a scar they keep. It's when I speak, they freak to sweat the technique. I made my debut in '86 with a melody and a president's mix, and I would stay on target and refuse to miss. And I still make hits with beats, parties, clubs, and cars and jeeps. My underground sound vibrates the streets. MCs wanna beef, then I play for keeps. When they sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Know how many rhymes have I ripped and wrecked, but researchers never found all the pieces yet. Scientists try to solve the context, philosophers are wondering what's next. Pieces took to labs to observe them, they couldn't absorb them, they didn't deserve them. My ideas are only for the audience ears, for my opponents it might take years. Pencils and pens and swords, let us put together from a key to chords. I'm also a sculpture, born with structure, because of my culture I'm a rhythm instructor. Style that'll be full of technology, complete sights and new heights after I get deep. You don't have to speak, just see and peep the technique. But don't sweat the technique. Then I get deep in the beat, think complete. Bold with the Z, never weak or obsolete. They never grow old, techniques become antique. Better than something brand new, cause it's original. In a while, style I have much more value. Classical, too intelligent to be radical. Masterful, never irrelevant, mathematical. Here's some soothing souvenirs for all the years. You fought to sort the thoughts and ideas. It's cool when you freak to the beat, but don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique.
And the Grammy goes to Diggable Planet, the Brother Slick.
On behalf of my crew, I want to say that we accept this award for hip-hop music, black culture in general. One day, we're going to recognize our true enemy. We're going to stop attacking each other, and maybe then we'll get some changes going on. Diggable Planet, say peace. Thank you very much.
Like the breeze, float straight out of our lids. Them, they got booed by these hard rock Brooklyn kids. Us floor rush when they DJ booming classics. You dig the crew on the fattest hip hop record. He tucks the kinks and sinks into the sounds. She frequents deep, fatter joints called undergrounds. Our funk zooms like you hit the Mary Jane. They flock to booms, man, Boogie had to change. Who freaks the clips with mad amount percussion? Where kinky hair goes to unthought of dimensions. Why is it so fly? Cause hip hop kept some drama. When Butterfly rocked the light blue suede Pumas. What by the cut? We push it off the corner. How was the buzz entire hip hop era? Was fresh in fact since they started saying Audi. Cause funk's made fat from right beneath my hood. The pooba of the styles like Miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junky rhythms right down your block. We beat to rap, what key beat to lock. But I'm cool like that. 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 I'm cool.
Queen be the chocolates, taps on my raps. She innovates apple sweeter cat laws. He at the funk club with the vibrate. Then they be crazy down with the vibe. They can't kick a plan that the crowd works. Me, I be digging it with the bug verse. Us, we be freaking till dawn, peace and I. He gets a stranger smile, so I say hi. Who understood? Yeah, understood the plans. Him heard of it and put it to his hands. What I just flip, let borders get loose. How to consume all the beaches like juice. If it's the shit, we'll lift it off the plastic. The babes will go spastic. Hip hop is a classic. Pimp play a shot, it don't matter. I'm fatter, axe butter, how I zone.
Man, Cleopatra Jones.
And I'm chill like that. 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 I'm chill.
You got to chill.
Get you free, cause the clips be fat for us. Them dug the jams and commenced to going off. She sweats the beats and asked me cause she puffin'. Me, I got crew kids, 7 and a crescent. Us cause a buzz when a nickel backs a dope. Him, that's my man with the asteroid belt. They catch a fizz from the Mr. Doodle Big. He rocks a tee from the Brooklyn 9 Pigs. The rebirth is slick like my gangster stroll. The lyrics just like Luke, come in stacks and rolls. You used to find the bug in a box with Fade. Now he boogies up your stage, plats twist the braids. And I'm peace like that. I'm peace like that, 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 I'm peace.
Check it out, man, I groove like that, I'm smooth like that, I jive like that, I roll like that.
Yeah, I'm thick like that, I stack like that, I'm down like that, I'm black like that.
Yo, I funk like that, I'm fat like that, I'm in like that, cause I swing like that.
We jazz like that, we freak like that, we zoom like that, we out, we out, we out.
Yo, this is Headliner from Arrested Development, and right now you're in the midst of a celebration of life, death, and the struggles of our ancestors. Check it out, let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa.
demonstration, maybe she was demonstrating, but nevertheless I was pleased. My day was going great and my soul was at ease until a group of brothers started bugging out, drinking the 40 ounce, going the nigga round, disrespecting my black queen, holding their crotches and being obscene. At first I ignored them, cause see I know the type. They got drunk, they got guns, and yes they wanna fight. And they see a young couple having a time that's good, and the egos wanna test the brother's manhood. So they came to test speech cause of my heritage and the loud bright colors that I wear. I was a target cause I'm a fashion misfit, and the outfit that I'm wearing, brothers dissing it. Well I stay calm and pray the niggas leave me be, but they squeeze the parts of my date's anatomy. Why Lord, you brothers have to drill me, cause if I stop to hit this man they'll have to kill me. You see please let us pass friends. I said please cause I don't like killing Africans. But he wouldn't stop, and I ain't Ice Cube, and I ain't Ice Cube, and I ain't Ice Cube, and I ain't Ice, and I ain't Ice, and I ain't Ice Cube, and I ain't Ice Cube, and I ain't Ice Cube. But I had to take the brother out for being rude. And like I said before, I was mad by that. It took 3 or 4 cops to pull me off of him. But that's the story, y'all, of a black man acting like a nigga he gets stomped by an African. You see,
What's up, fam? This is Speech from Arrested Development. Right now, you rocking with Take It Personal with Philip Flavor, Kevlar, and DJ 360. That's 360. It's your brother Speech from Arrested Development.
Tennessee.
Lord, I've really been real stressed, down and out, losing ground. Although I am black and brown, problems got me pessimistic. Brothers and sisters keep messing up. Why does it have to be so damn tough? I don't know where I can go to let these ghosts out of my skull. My grandma passed, my brother's gone. I never at once felt so alone. I know you're supposed to be my steering wheel, not just my spare tire. But Lord, I ask you to be my guiding force and truth. For some strange reason it had to be. He guided me to Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that hurts me. Let me understand your plans. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that hurts me. Let me understand your plans. Lord, it's obvious we got a relationship, talking to each other every night and day. Although you're superior over me, we talk to each other in a friendship way. Then out of nowhere, you tell me to break out of the country and into more countries, past Osborne, into Redman, where the ghost of childhood haunts me. Walk the roads my forefathers walked, climb the trees my forefathers hung from. Ask those trees for all their wisdom. They tell me my ears are so young. Go back to whence you came, my family tree, my family name. For some strange reason it had to be. He guided me to Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that hurts me. Let me understand your plans. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that hurts me. Let me understand your plans.
Ishi, she went down to Holly Springs. Razadon and Baba, they went down to Peachtree. Headliner, I challenge you to a game of horseshoe. A game of horseshoe.
Now I see the importance of history. Why my people be in the mess that they be. Many journeys to freedom made in vain by brothers on the corner playing ghetto games. I ask you, Lord, why you enlighten me without the enlightenment of all my folks. Instead, cause I set myself on a quest for truth, and you was there to quench my thirst. But I am still thirsty.
Tennessee.
Me to drink some more. He said what I am searching for are the answers to all which are in front of me. The ultimate truth started to get blurry. For some strange reason it had to be. It was all a dream about Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that hurts me. Let me understand your plan. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that hurts me. Let me understand your plan.
Oh, won't you let me? Won't you help me? Won't you help me understand your
Up, jumped out my bed. I'm in a two-man cell with my homie Lil Half Dead. Murder was the case that they gave me. Dear God, I wonder can you save me? I'm only 18, so I'm a young buck. It's a ride, if I don't scrap, I'm getting stuck. But that's the life of a G, I guess. Essays way deep, shank two in the chest. Best run, cause brothers is dropping quicker. Too late, damn, down goes another nigga. Bouncing off the walls, throwing them dogs, getting that rep as a young hog. It ain't nothing like the street life. You better be strapped with your shank, cause ain't no fist fight. So I guess I got to handle mine. Since I did the crime, I got to do my time.
Them say they grew up to be look at me, tell me what you see. I am what they came in Sunday me. Little ghetto boy, playing in the ghetto street. What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility?
Now I'm holding a dub, sitting on swole. 27 years old, up for parole, stroll. I'm back up on my feet with my mind on the money that I'll be making soon as I touch them streets. Things done changed on this side. Remember they used to thump, but now they blast, right? But it ain't no thing to me, cause now I'm what they call a low-ass OG. The little homies from the hood with grip are the ones I get with, cause I'm down the set trip. Nigga, I'm bigger than you, so what you wanna do? Didn't know he had a 22. Straight sitting behind his back, I grabbed his pockets and then I heard 6 caps. I fell to the ground with blood on my hands. I didn't understand how a nigga so young could bust a cap. I used to be the same way back. I guess that's what I get for trying to jack the little homies for they grip.
Me learn many things from what I see from the street. The outcome of what I come to be. Little ghetto boy, playing in the ghetto street. What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility?
For the real OGs to get with some facts made I made. Now you running but I'm played like every single day. Really though, you know me, I'm the smooth macadamian, gaming them for my homie. No need in being calm if you pack right, and learning just enough to keep your sack right. Late nights, I wonder what they getting for. Early morning on the corners, what they hitting for. 7 young G's put they serve down in a G-Ride, east side's where they swerve now. Not thinking about what's really going on. Got crept on, stepped on, now they gone. I spent 4 years in the county with nothing but convicts around me, but now I'm back at the pound and we exposed ways for the youth to survive. Some think it's wrong, but we tend to think it's right. So make all them ends you can make, cause when you broke, you break. Check it out. So ain't no need for your mama to trip, cause you's a hustling ass youngster clocking your crib.
Little ghetto boy, playing in the ghetto street.
What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility?
Juice now, man. Juice now, man. Juice now, man. Juice now, man.
Alright, coming out of mix one, that was Little Ghetto Boy off of Dre's The Chronic, which ironically came out at the end of 1992. But like I said last episode, all of us were playing that album religiously the day it came out, and we memorized every word to every song before New Year's even hit. App, do you remember buying that album when it first came out?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like I bought The Chronic. I won't say when it first came out, but I loved it right away. I mean, I loved Nothing But a G Thing. And you got to remember, at that time, 92, I'm 13 years old. So even though I wanted everything, I didn't have the ability to just buy everything. And I had to rely on dubbing stuff from friends and, really trying to find other ways and taping stuff off the radio, taping videos off of Rap City to get that. But yeah, man, that Chronic was a huge one. I mean, I think the introduction to Snoop with Deep Cover, that was a mind-blowing thing for me. And then when we heard Chronic, it was absolutely incredible. But you know what's funny is, during this time period, another funny thing is how these albums, because they had more longevity, they bled from year to year. Like 92, even though Predator came out, I was still really hardcore rocking Death Certificate. You know, all these albums bled into each other and bled into different years, because Chronic bled into 93. Here Come the Lords bled into 93. All of these albums that came out, they had a longer time span. And so we enjoyed these for a lot longer time. So there's times where I talk and I nerd out with friends about albums, and sometimes I get a little fuzzy about what came out when, because I'm like, oh wow, that came out in November or December of 92. I mean, that's practically 93.
Yeah. I think we can also remember that this is pre-internet. So, the strange part about, let's just say, the Chronic album, I mean, Dre's dissing Eazy-E on Dre Day. Technically, he's still under contract with Ruthless, so I don't know if you guys remember that, but basically anything that Dre was doing, Eazy was still making the money off of. So we didn't understand the behind the scenes shit because we were pre-internet. We didn't understand how to go beyond what we were as listeners. So that was kind of a fucked up thing that we've learned much later in life. So bringing that back, that's another part of 92 that was just a strange part.
Well, I think there was no shortage of music, so it wasn't like we had one or two great albums that came out and then we just listened to it religiously for a year or whatnot. But there was so much great music, whether it's the Diamond D album, the Pete Rock album, even the West Coast stuff like the Lynch Mob. Yeah. I didn't listen to it for a few days and that was it. I'd listen to that for weeks, months. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
the shelf life was long.
Because maybe there was that investment, whether it was a financial investment or in App's case, maybe he had to dub it, so he had to put in work to get a friend to let him borrow the tape.
Yeah.
And you actually, you put time and energy into something.
So you cut lawns.
Yeah. Well,
I forget you guys were young. I forget that.
Yeah, whatever it is, I think you have more respect, appreciation for that album because of what I just said.
Well, here's the other thing too. The other thing too is it's not just a matter of, okay, yeah, I would rock it for months. Once something came out under that umbrella of how classic and how incredible and unique things were made, it was just in my catalog forever. Like 2001, I'm still listening to Gorillas in the Mist. I'm still listening to all these records. I never stopped. It wasn't like I'm like, oh yeah, that's old now. Uptown Anthem, that's old. Uptown Anthem, I'm rocking every single year, not getting sick of it. Crazy. It just didn't stop. It was indelible at that point. Like it was just nonstop from the point where it dropped forever. The only thing that ended up changing over the years was the formats, because now I'm buying CDs a few years later.
But no one can fuck with Treach's flow. We talk about it all the time. I still to this day, I'm not trying to say he's underrated because we all appreciate him, but I don't think people can fuck with his flow. I mean, it is fucking insane.
When you put people on the spot and ask them for their top 15 or 20 rappers, a lot of people forget about Treach, and they shouldn't.
Yeah. But I think the catalog has a lot to do with it. Like, he started off really, really hot, and then we talked about this, last episode, the one before? Like, around 95, it started to, dip. And then...
Feel Me Flow area?
Yeah, I mean, how many memorable things has he been a part of since the mid-90s? You know, they got crazy success. He has a ridiculous track record, right? But the catalog doesn't have the same gravitas as it did in the 90s as it does, since like in 95. Yeah, so let's say when they dropped in 91, I think is when they first came out.
91
is when technically the Naughty album came out. Right. They were called something else before that. 91, and then 1993, good album, right? And then after that was the one that had the craziest, which is what? Poor Man's, or some in Poverty.
Paradise.
Poverty's Paradise.
There you go. And that was all right. That wasn't as good as the previous two, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. But I think he jumped the shark when he started doing Porn and Dating Pepper. It was a very different, Treach back then with those big ass chains and shit and bare chested. I don't want to see that shit.
Yo, Treach used to write some really abstract shit though, because I remember even when he would ghostwrite for Eazy-E and the Youngsters, I was such a fan that I was like, yo, I got no idea what any of these motherfuckers are talking about, but I love it. Yeah. It was just, I was such a big Naughty fan. And then you know what? I'll tell you what. So the first album, loved it. It was already cemented in, yes, I love Naughty by Nature, all that. Then when the second album came out with Hip Hop Hooray, Treach, it was more about his image to me. I was like, this guy is so fucking cool, man. He's got the chain on, he's got the machete, he's got the A hat. He could do no wrong in my eyes, because I'm like, this is the coolest motherfucker ever. It's like at that point, it was just the music was like a byproduct that the image. It was dope.
The common thing for people our age was, because we couldn't go out and buy everything, we would sign up to BMG and Columbia House. Did you do that?
Oh my God, listen, hold on. Not only did I do that, but I lived in a regular, a very small ranch style house with my father at the time. And I would write the name of my dog and put apartment B2, and the mailman would still deliver the shit. But I was I had 6 would be exaggeration. I probably had 4 accounts of
aliases.
BMG. Yep, absolutely, aliases. So and I just got everything. That's when but with that being said though, I got a lot of really weird stuff too, because I was like, well, I gotta pick 3 more, you know what I'm saying? So I would pick just random shit.
Off the head.
What's your weirdest?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, what's the strangest off the head?
Extreme, more than words, you know what I'm talking about?
Right. I thought maybe that's
reaching there.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what would be the first one you tried to get?
What was the first one?
What's the one you'd go right to? God, I gotta get that right away.
Oh man, I got a lot of stuff that I should have had, because like I said, I tape Rap City videos and all that, but I would definitely go after Souls of Mischief and Tribe. I got all those through BMG, because once again, we had to pick. When you had the opportunity to go into a tape store, whether you got some birthday money or some hustle money, you had to be very clear about what you purchased in the store. Everything else you had to get after the fact. For example, I wish I would have got Tribe and Wu-Tang in the store, but I didn't get them at the store. I just didn't have any money at the time. and I had to order those through BMG or one of those things, Columbia House.
Yeah. Let's remember the things that were going on in '92. So let's stick with the West Coast because we were kind of, cemented there in the beginning of the conversation. But you brought up Del. What guy who gets a cosign from probably the biggest artist in hip hop, Cube, doesn't take it? I mean, remember he had Cube's influence and he really wanted to come out the way he wanted to come out. Abstract, different, very unheard of at the time. So most people would have co-signed that deal immediately, but he aligned more with the hieroglyphics and the indie rap, things that were changing into a whole new realm. So that's why I've always loved Del. He's always marched to his own drum. So
I didn't realize it at the time, but I really liked Del, and when I heard that album, and I really liked songs like The Meadow, you know what I'm saying? And Mr. Dabalina was dope. Yeah. Of course, I like Mr. Dabalina, but I didn't love that album for the same reasons that Del didn't love that album, and I didn't know it at the time. But he would be crafting one of my favorite albums of all time, No Need for Alarm, because that was the Del that I was obsessed with. That was the kind of music that I was obsessed with. But I think one of the things I spoke with, shout out to Dart Adams. I was talking with Dart Adams the other day, and we were talking about '92 of how absolutely peculiar of a transitional time in hip hop that was. It was so weird, man, because you went from the days where everybody was sampling James Brown and there was a lot of party records, and you're also coming off the hip house thing. Yeah. And then if you remember this too, videos were weird. Everything were made on those sound stages, like Main Source Looking Out the Front Door, where there's a weird sound stage. For some reason, there's a traffic light flowing back and forth in slow motion. There's somebody doing a weird dance. There's models in there that have nothing to do with the group. Somebody's got an umbrella with boots stomping in the rain. It was weird, bro. It was, and I remember seeing these videos, and I'm like Brand Nubian had one for Slow Down, I think. Was it Slow Down?
Slow Down, yeah.
Yeah, but those Nikki D had Daddy's Little Girl.
She was in the rain. Yep.
It was bugged out. Those videos were so. I remember even as a kid being like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Del did the Fresh Prince type thing with Sleeping on My Couch.
Sleeping on My Couch.
It was very different.
In typical Dre fashion, he'll bring up Del, which came out in 1991, and this is a 19.
I was just about to say that.
So I didn't know how long you're going on. I know you want to have this Ted Koppel approach, but we're talking about 92. So if we're gonna go West Coast, let's talk about.
Did that come out in 91?
Yes, it absolutely.
Yeah. Fuck me, dude. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Predator came out in 1992, which was Ice Cube. In my opinion, there was no better rapper than Ice Cube from, let's say, 1990, 91, and 92. And maybe, 93 is where I think things change a little bit. But when you talk about America's Most Wanted, the Kill at Will EP, then we're talking about Death Certificate, then we're talking about the Predator album. That's a hell of a run. And I don't know.
Listen, at that time, from America's Most, Predator, Kill at Will, America's Most, Kill at Will, Death Certificate, Predator, there was nobody even coming close to Ice Cube for me. He was my number one. Nobody even close. I remember staring at the Ice Cube order forms inside the cassettes and being like, man, I wish I could get all these hoodies. And I remember watching the videos over and over again. And you remember how you used to have to wrap your school books in brown paper bag?
Yeah.
I used to draw Ice Cube really good. And then I would draw it for other people too. People would pay me $0.25 to draw Ice Cube on their thing. But the Ice Cube was absolutely, unequivocally the number one spot for me, man. Nobody was touching. You know what's funny too? Here's what I say now. If somebody comes to me and says, "App, what's your top 5?" I say, okay, Pharoah Monch, and then I'll be like, Cube from 90 to 93. I say that. I have to say.
Sure, that's fair.
Right. Yeah. I got to say the time frame.
Well, let's keep it difficult here. So out of those 3, let's just say out of those 3 to 4, because one was an EP, which is the one that is your absolute go-to favorite? So Death Certificate for you, Jay, for you?
No doubt.
Death Certificate, yeah.
Round the table.
For me, in the beginning, it was America's Most because I was so bomb squatted up. There was nothing like it. And even when the EP came out, when Jackin' for Beats came out, I was like,
Who's the Mac was a totally different sound, bro. Who's the Mac?
Yeah, I
Dead
agree.
Homies.
I
Man,
agree.
those were
But
incredible.
the fact that Ice Cube was a part of the craziest group that was taking over hip hop, all of a sudden did a solo shit that was all East Coast. I mean, I was like, thank God that we're fucking blending the sounds, because that was important to me to keep things on the East. Because
speaking of jacking for beats, a couple years ago, for the first time in my life, I saw the actual video footage that he sampled for the beginning. Like, get your punk up out of here.
Oh, yeah,
Get your
yeah.
ass
Wasn't
out
that
of
a
here.
Ted Koppel thing?
Oh, God damn it, you'll stop that shit. Yeah, but I saw the video. Yeah, I saw the video on YouTube with those people, and my jaw was dropped because I was seeing the faces for the first time ever.
Wait a minute, hold on. Get your ass out.
What's up, nigga?
Get over there.
What's going on?
Shit.
Yo, punk ass basshead nigga.
Come here.
You a punk.
Look here. Shut up, John.
Man,
shut up. Come here. Come here. Look, boy. Look. Look, God damn it. You stop that shit. No, you fucking now, boy. Don't tell me what to do here.
Hey, girl. Man, I hate him, man.
Okay. Don't say shit to these people while I'm over there.
All right, I'm gonna lead you, Ron. Seriously.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, look.
That's wild.
Was it a documentary?
Yeah, it was a doc. It was like Dan Rather or something. Or
Ted Koppel, Dan. It was one of them. I remember seeing that clip. It's funny.
One of the things that does not get discussed enough when it comes to Cube and the Death Certificate album is the production, I feel. And Sir Jinx is one of those guys that certainly does not get the credit he deserves as far as a producer. Forget a West Coast producer. But kind of like the Bomb Squad was able to help Cube, Sir Jinx, I thought, gave Kool G Rap one of the best albums in his catalog. And it's a dark album. It's not an album that has the classics that you guys are familiar with, but I have it right here, actually. Shout outs to Get On Down, because they reissued this. Live and Let Die is one of those albums that was hard to get, right? I don't think the distribution was so great for Cold Chillin' at the time, but the On the Run, well, the remix most people know, number one for Bullet, Home Sweet Home, Ill Street Blues. I mean, this is a phenomenal.
Train Robbery's on that too, right?
Train Robbery, Two to the Head, which features Scarface and Ice Cube, Bushwick Bill. Crime Pays. I mean, that's the thing about 92. It had so many classics, but it also had a lot of obscure releases that are, well, you don't like Kool G Rap?
No,
This one?
man.
There's Wade's wacky thoughts again.
Nah. I listened to it like once.
What?
Like one time.
Ill Street Blues?
Ill Street Blues?
Saw the videos. Okay, I like the piano. I'd rather hear the Prime Minister Pete Nice version.
You're crazy. Speaking of Pete Nice and Third Base, now I know my math's a little fuzzy with years, but isn't this the year that Third Base broke up?
I think it is.
They had to, because
in '92 I thought
his solo album.
Right, I thought Third Base broke up. So
back to the grill.
That's crazy. So let's go through a few other events that happened, and we can talk whatever is interesting if I'm even fucking right on the dates, because I'm old as fuck. So obviously, Cop Killer with Ice-T happened in '92. So we had a lot of that bullshit going on. Arrested Development was very unexpected for all of us. I mean, I don't think anyone expected them to be as commercially successul, given that they were like the non-violent thing.
We couldn't like it. It was, people would clown us.
Not allowed to.
I genuinely, I like Tennessee when I'm like in the car.
Tennessee was
with my mom going somewhere, but like Tennessee was cool. But I didn't like Mr. Wendell. I didn't like People Every
that
Day.
was whack.
I thought it was corny, man. It was just whack to me. But didn't Pac came out at that time too, wasn't it?
Apocalypse Now was 91.
Yeah.
And
that was 91.
Yeah.
So, but it was spilling over. There was singles that were released, and Cypress was the same way. Cypress had spillover.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you guys find yourself today when you hear Everyday People, you're like, that's a pop?
No,
it's dope, dude. Everyday People's good.
Right? But 1992, I wasn't having that. I wasn't having that 92.
Yeah, you get older, you don't have the same hang-ups as you did. You're trying to be cool and impress people. You're listening to, like, Black Sheep or Cypress Hill, so you're not really trying to, like, keep bumping fucking Arrested Development. But I could appreciate Tennessee. I mean, it's
in the mix. Tennessee was good during college, guys. Honestly,
Tennessee's dope.
Tennessee's dope.
You know what's funny? It's funny they sampled Prince and got fucked up over that sample, because that sample is almost unnecessary. They could have sampled themselves saying Tennessee. Right. Like, it didn't have to be that, you know?
I mean, you could say the same for Sly and the Family Stone. They should, it was almost the same exact cadence, and most people didn't realize, because back then sampling wasn't as popular to mainstream, but same exact cadence, same exact everything, you know, taking his vocal and creating people every day. But yeah, anyway.
Let's talk about
nugget for you before we move on. Nugget for you. Speech is not from Atlanta.
Right, that's correct.
I think he's from your hometown.
Milwaukee. Speech then moved to Atlanta.
Let's talk about an album where we play a decent amount of tracks off, part 1 and part 2, and I believe this is your number 1, Wade, and this is your boy app, but this is Pete Rock, See How Smooth's Mecca and a Soul Brother. Let's talk about this album.
Listen, can I set it off with this? Pete Rock changed the entire sound of hip-hop, and I've discussed this as well. He was sampling so abstractly that he changed the feeling. He brought about an emotion. He created an emotional landscape with the music he sampled and the way he sampled it that other people didn't have. Also, like, just this bop to his music that other people didn't have. But, you know, like Mecca and the Soul Brother, the title track, that's just like the perfect example of him sampling in a really unorthodox manner. Pete really, really reinvented the wheel with hip hop. And you know what's funny? I always thought that when I had Large Professor up here in the studio, and I was like, yo, was Paul C the one who invented filtering out a sample to be just a bass line in the background? And Extra P was like, no, that was Pete Rock. Pete Rock was the first person I ever heard do that, to filter out the bass, because I thought it was Paul C.
It's funny, we had him on the show, and I said the same exact thing to him. That I said, low pass filter, and he just started cracking up. So he definitely was the first.
Yeah, Pete was the first guy, and Pete's a great dude, man. Pete is absolutely incredible, and he's an absolute genius. The way he samples is so fucking weird, especially back then. And then when you find some of these originals, there's certain guys who are aliens, right? And I could rattle them off right away who are aliens. They sample so outside the box, it blows your mind. Showbiz is one of them, because when you hear some of the stuff that Showbiz sampled, especially when you get into Goodfellas and all that, and Premier, obviously, and then Havoc, and then Pete, they're aliens. The way they sample is so unorthodox, it's crazy, but Pete changed everything.
You know, you were talking about Showbiz, but if you bring up those first records from Diamond D and Showbiz, they sampled more than anybody ever. Those albums are fucking sick. There's about 40 samples in the fucking song, and it's all one cohesive thing. So I was laughing that there's samples in those songs that maybe DJ Scratch or another producer, 15 to 20 years later samples, and we kind of credit them as the originators. But the truth is, if you go comb through those old records, all of those samples are in there. Every single one.
I think the only person who beats him out with the amount of sampling is Prince Paul, because Prince Paul just layered 5 gazillion things.
It's true.
In those records. But yeah,
just
you're right.
Alone.
Right, yeah.
Quick question for all of you guys. Is Mecca better than the main ingredient? What's your take?
Yes.
That's to me, that's apples and refrigerators, because it was just such wildly different time periods. It was just like Mecca and the Soul Brother was 1992 for me. Like that album was just so cemented as that sound, and Main Ingredient is so 94 for me. And so it's just totally, absolutely different for me. Like I can't compare them to each other, man. It's like comparing I don't even know. It's like I don't even have a good analogy for that, but they're just so wildly different. Like, I can't compare Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders.
I was going to say, it's similar to that. I think one is better, but one I enjoy more.
Right.
That makes sense. Mecca is a better album. It has better songs.
Yes.
But I'll prefer to listen to the main ingredient.
I'm 110% with you.
Yeah.
The way I prefer to listen to like Midnight Marauders.
And I'm going to tell you why, Jay. Because you guys were a little younger, but the truth is, the sampling style of 92 in the first record compared to the second record was different. We used full samples. Chopped them up, but full samples. Whereas the later albums became stabs, snares, different drums.
Not for Pete, though.
But for Pete, the Mecca was a very different album than Main Ingredient, because Main Ingredient did more of his signature style where he chopped every micro chop and became more creative with inside a drum pattern, whereas the other one really samples every bit of the song. So he's hiding things and taking little bits out, but it produced differently. So I think that if you're a part of that old style Brand Nubian type record where the loops are going, it was the next level of straight rip samples. And that's why I think Mecca was so good, because it was blending different,
Right. It was the difference with the SP12 and the S950, and then them getting into the MPCs and all that, and the ASRs.
And they were learning to use, the notes and making sure things that blended in key. People weren't doing that back then. You can truncate and do things in a certain way. So I think it was just he got more mature with his ear, that's all.
You throw in there also just where you are in life. 92, Meccan Soul Brother, where were you in life? What were you doing? How do you remember the album? Versus where were you in 94? What were you doing? How do you remember the album? That right there is the main difference maker for me, because they're both great.
Yeah, man, and what you just said too, Dre, is when you were having those albums and you listen to samples there's no reason they should work together, but they do. That is one of the dopest things in the world. I know I'm getting ahead because it's a year ahead, but Another Level, what's that you're saying? The way that Another Level used a Bob James sample with a Patrice Rushen sample. It's insane. It's insane that those things meshed and made sense together and worked together.
And that's why Tip was so great, because, and you were talking about Low End compared to Midnight. Midnight is just, he understood key changes and things like that. Whereas Low End was just clean and simple and just kept that shit head nodding, bass and drums, and that's what was great about it. Simple.
So, before we get to mix 2, I'm gonna ask you guys this question, and the listeners as well. Is Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop by Diamond D the best quote-unquote producer on the mic album? For all intents and purposes, let's separate, Q-Tip as a producer and Dr. Dre with his compilation type albums. Is this the best producer on the album there is?
That gets on the mic?
Yes. Now, look, there's guys that are producers like a DJ Quik. So what I'm saying is, to you guys, is this the best? We all can agree it's a classic album, right? I hope we're on the same page there. Is this the best producer on the mic album?
See, I'm torn, because when I think about Pete Rock, Soul Survivor, that's a great album, but it feels more like compilation style, like Pete.
It absolutely is.
And Diamond D was just doing what he was doing. He was just, that album just sonically sounds so great, from Best Kept Secret to Red Light, Green Light. It just sounded, first of all, yes, it's an absolute classic album. I did a mad tapes on that, and it's incredible. So that's got to be contender for the number 1 spot, because now I'm trying to think about it. I'll probably have to make a little list of 5 things, but it's got to be up there, man. It's kind of because it organically arrived at that. Are you not counting Pete Rock and CL?
I'm not, because I feel like they're a group, and really CL is the main contributor on those albums. I'm talking about a person, a rapper who's produced like a Kanye, RZA has his own album that he's produced.
Dre is on his own album. I agree. Listen,
Dre's more compilation. I mean, the Chronic featured maybe 12 minutes of Dre rapping, and the rest of it is Snoop and Daz and R.
Not only that, but I've heard so much stuff over the years about Dre's actual role at beat making that I'm really up in the air about him altogether.
More of an overseer, isn't he?
What? Whoa.
Talk about best kept secret. He fucking just pays people to do shit on the low.
Executive producer. So if we're just talking about raw in the trenches, it's got to be Diamond D, man. It's got to be Stunts, Blunts, and hip hop.
And the crazy thing is that Diamond D record is better than any Diamond D record he did later on the mic.
Well, yeah, I mean that's.
I enjoyed Hatred, Passion, and Infidelity, but Stunts, Blunts, and hip hop was it.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear "Yo, that's that shit," that beat is so simple. It's crazy.
I love the first song, man. Best Kept Secret. What a way to start off an album.
Best Kept Secret is funny. It's always funny to me. First of all, it's probably my favorite song on the album, but it's got little fuck ups.
Yeah.
That
with the siren in the beginning and shit.
And then like the girls' vocals and like this man Ishmael, Diamond D got props like, and then somebody goes really loud. It's like unnecessarily. And then the girl, yo, chill, mad loud. Yeah. And the other thing too is I don't know if I think, help me out if you guys know. I think he recorded that at Calliope, but I always, and I hope nobody gets mad at me for saying this, I always thought that Diamond probably just pocketed the production money and recorded at his crib, because it sounds like somebody recorded in their room. Yeah. I would too. I would too. Hell yeah.
First time I ever heard that album, the first time I heard that song, Best Kept Secret, was on a Red Alert mixtape. And Red Alert had it sped up, so you know that song's pretty hot anyway. But add about 10 BPMs to it, that shit was fire.
Damn, that's too fast.
First dropped.
The first time I saw it, like once again, when we talk about, you know, I was in Connecticut, so I'm in between Boston and New York, and we had just gotten Rap City. We just gotten BET in late '91, early '92, which was a fantastic time to get BET and have Rap City. And I remember recording these videos, and then I would take the video and connect it to the stereo and make cassette tapes off of the videos. But I remember Best Kept Secret, which is funny because I would have a Walkman and it would be like, yo, what's up? It's your boy Prince Dejour on Rap City. We're about to get, on the cassette that I'm listening to. But the Best Kept Secret, I first saw it, or first heard it for the first time ever on seeing the video, and that made it really super dope. You know who else came out that year what was the Heather B song, On and On?
Heather B?
Yeah, Heather B. It was produced by Kenny Parker.
I thought it was All Glocks Down was the first.
No, bro, no way. It was Heather B. Somebody Google that real quick if you can.
I ain't wanting to gossip, but I heard the shit was whack, and I ain't wanting to brag, but this jam is that. I won't push to the extreme and say I'm all that, but if you have to ask, then you must think that. Don't understand what it means to be conceited. Never left a sentence or a verse incompleted. In a battle, I won't get defeated, and I don't get mad. I get wrecked, and I get wrecked.
I know some random joints from that time period, like Tamrock and EQ. Listen Closely. There was this other chick, this mixed chick. She was half white, half black. Her name was The Natural, and the song was To the Right, Black, Front, Back, White, Left. It was fire, incredible, really haunting beat, dope production, and the video somewhere on YouTube too. It's really hard to find. The record label is called Honky Dory Records, and it was dope though. It was a great. I remember a lot of obscure stuff like Jiggy and just so many obscure things.
I totally remember Heather B. When I first saw her was on Real World.
Yeah, she was on Real World, and she was in 92 in Kenny Parker's studio. I remember all those videos. I worked at the label. I thought All Glocks Down was the first song that she put out.
That was the first EMI song.
EMI song.
94.
Okay, gotcha.
Ish, 95, something like that.
Do you remember the Rough House
Survivors? It was on Tony Dofat produced that. Yo, I need a rhyme. Come check the backpack. Yeah.
I told you, Gloss.
All right, well, look, we spoke at great lengths of Pete Rock, so it only makes sense we go into a little Pete Rock CL Smooth medley. This is Mix 2, and this is Return of the Mecca.
Shout out my brother Pete Rock.
Hey, we hope you're enjoying episode 168. Keep it locked as Mix 2 features Diamond D, Gangstar, XX Posse, K Solo, and Redman.
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
Yo, that's that shit.
Hey, yo, turn it up.
Yo, that's that shit.
Yo, put you fix the station.
Yo, that's that shit.
Yo, watch him fuck it up.
Yo, that's that shit.
To know the truth is to know the self. To know the self is to know the Mecca. Mecca is not a state of mind or place. Mecca is a way of life. It is the answer to all confusion. The attribute Adafo, Abdullah, Muhammad makes way for the return of the Mecca. Salam.
Yo, check this out, y'all. It's Soul Brother #1 Pete Rock. Checking out Take It Personal Show. Highlight your boy. Peace, peace.
Be sure to explore the hardcore that came before Columbus. Discover no other, serve the soul on a dish. Okay means official kid, not decrepit though. The lyrical dynamo set the flow when I do so. Entice the price with the mic device. Get your slice so precise that you never heard twice. Fierce how I pierce when you're near the frontier. A world premiere, so put the armor on your gear. The overlord aboard with the two-edged sword. Adored and restored, now the young gun toured. Preserve the herb, never kick it to the curb. Vocalize a verb and the return of the word Mecca, the reincarnated selector from the whole agenda, something to remember. A richer voice than Robin Leach, I reach with a speech, no bleach, so you can't impeach. Monumentally smooth, I prove it sincerely. Severely when you're near me, clearly never sound weary. Maintain the gravity, assault battery, so sweet the repeat, you're bound to catch a cavity. My ability to wreck a facility, the CL's potential, smooth and sequential. Deep in every measure, hit the lotto for the beggar. The midnight wrecker, return of the Mecca. That's how we doing it. Over 90s. Rock and CL Smooth. Come on. It's crazy fat. Corners bumping. That's how we do it. Come on. Overstand the Mecca in command. Part of the plan is the man who built the land he began. A scripture ripped out the beast of a scroll. Better than old, yes I foretold the beautiful and bold. Start them in hollow with the motto, the Apollo. Boogie to me, I swallow hollow when you follow. Stable like a turntable, lyrics I cradle. No fable, label or run my tongue around your navel. They're coming to me, so therefore the program's Mecca. The silhouette with a fella darker than vanilla. Talking about the theoretical, asymmetrical, alphabetical, rebel, or dissect the devil. Unveil a tale and detail a third rail. Read it in braille, a bigger mail, leave a trail. Now I sink into the link that'll make you think he's too large to shrink. I need a drink. And toast the emperor, Mecca sent to invent. No other child worth your wow, so surrender. And never to be lobotomized to flex another stanza. But you know the answer when I drop a proper grammar. Tabasco, the late show, flow to make a peso. I managed to do damage, so honey, get Mako. Risen from the prison, the division, Black and Decker. Strictly for your pleasure, return of the Mecca. So funky, like a street junkie. Like I said before, here we go. Come on, come on. For Pete's sake, I'm breaking update. Wait, I radiate a dub plate and navigate the tunes I make. I fit like a slipper, so catch the big dipper. Vital signs are quicker, not the flatline picture. The Showtime original, official is the smooth criminal. I hit the cliches or the subliminal. With the soul technician to fill the prescription. In addition, listen close to the mission. The PETEROCK resume with the root to brute by Fabergé. No doubt the shot about a 20-bar segment. Offspring of lyrics when the microphone's pregnant. Give it a rough down, now here's the sermon. Everywhere you go, you hear Mecca from the Vernon. Pound for pound, uptown, I get down and bound to spin the record like a merry-go-round. The klepto flow that I touch is not a preemie. And who would ever see me when I dream a genie? I don't think so. Peace, I gotta go and shake like an earthquake, cousin, for Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. Come on. It's real funky. Here comes the rugged one, bust the way I flip it. I collect the loot, then I knock the boots. A smooth dark brother, prefer to be called a chocolate lover, cause I could do wonders undercover. I'm dip dope, I bind like Rizzo. I cleanse like soap, cause it's the great black hope. Stay away from the B now, I can rock the C now. Puns always wave cause I'm slick like Blue now. Pink rock on the boot knock, bust the way that I flow. Yo, my style cock diesel, and I can do the hustle. Niggas know the time, I don't have to flex a muscle. Not the type to fake it, I wouldn't try to take it. Tie your girl to the back of my Jeep, butt naked, slide a monkey ass down the hill. So if you don't want beef, money chill, for Pete's sake. Yeah. It's real funky. It's really funky. Come on. It's like that. The Mecca sweet like nectar, maybe cause you need it. There's a ribbon in the sky, but I wonder if you see it. In the days of thunder, notice how I suplex in the proper context. Here steps the one, the answer to the riddle. Survey says the black press can make you wiggle. The staff to the craft, the stroke of a painter. Perfect stranger, melody arranger. Loopholes are filled when I build with the skill. Liquid steals the mic on the rocks chill. No financial aid, wait when I'm paid. Deep as the Everglade, the escapade, a renegade. Studying the archives, place your bet, sonny. Head crack back to back for the bail money. For you, a chapter slayed by the author. Licking on your daughter, say south of the border. Now here we are with the funky repertoire. Jaw warm like a spar star. Forget all the hoopla. CEO Smooth and Pete Rock can break and penetrate piece of cake, cousin. For Pete's sake, for Pete's sake, damn it. Yeah. For Pete's sake. Come on. For Pete's sake, yeah. Come on. For Pete's sake, yeah.
Hope of the world is in our generation. It's all left up to us to change this present situation. Take a lesson from our elders. Don't make the same mistake. Let's fill the world with love. Get rid of all the hate,
Yeah.
Take it up.
We got P-Rock and CL Smooth. And we're here to tell you that. And that's a fact, baby. Now you gonna kick some lyrics like this. Come on. Walk a fine chalk line and put the needle to the grind. Representing one kind, see an eye for the blind. Witness what I carry on, bears a further purpose. From how we do slam a few, then you wanna purchase a dialogue of funk, you love to pop it in your trunk. I win more discipline than a Shaolin monk. Pete Rock and CL, well set to spark it. The powerful target to destroy the black market. But when you say black, listen, I don't know, you lose me. I guess another beggar can't afford to be choosy. I come to the maximum, artist on the major label. Any duplication of this one is fatal. On 125, I gotta hit your line, beat your ass with my tape, any race or shape. Cause if they got mine, they got yours too. But together, here's what we gotta do.
Tell them.
Yeah. You know, this ain't the word. That's right, y'all. You got to. Everybody must say what? Yeah. It's like that. Say what? The funk legacy See, I pass on clearance for high rates. Every time we sample all the pastime greats, stick it in the SP 1200 to make a loop. Lovely way to troop in the Lexus coupe. Just a little bit set to make a whole lot happen. The musical inside my rapping, written by the CL, produced by the PR, and any credit that you heard thus far. A start from scratch cause the bassline's critical. Better than the original who first made it. Now you wanna sue me, but fans never boo me. Believe I know the times we've been broke too, G. Here's another sample clear. See you get the hell out of here like a bootleg. You're over for the year. You only get the credit where the credit is due. So listen, what I shout out is true.
Yeah, true.
You got to tell them to say what. You got to tell them to say what. That's right. Come on. Say what. That's right. Straighten it out. Say what. Like the strands of limbs, well, I'm thinking that's said. Here to go to the head and count the locks on the dread. I and I lit to verify, going to multiply. A theory many thought a conspiracy. Here to let you know that it applies to all of us. You know exceptions to the rule and that's a plus. Cause who job blessed, let no one curse. Straighten out what I be about, reckon above the clout. And let the management work for me. Because I don't need the unnecessary hostility. A proper marketing plan so we can gobble up the dough, straighten it out so everybody know. The kids are official with the purpose of a smooth surface. Kicking the service one time to make them nervous. We're finally here and very long overdue. Pete rock this one for the crew. Everybody must say what. You gotta. Everybody must say what. You got to. Come on, say what. All black people must say what.
Many memorable moments working with Heavy D, many. Like, I mean, we go back before making records. It's crazy, you know. I think about him every day. I dream about him. You know, he actually took me under his wing. You know, he made people realize, you know, that I was talented. You know, he bragged about me to people. Have taught me every day how to be in the music business, how to be responsible, how to be on time, how to, you know, come through the clutch when people need something. He's taught me nothing but good things throughout my whole life.
Check, yo. Hear me out, I got something in my trunk. That's all I really need, and a bag of blue funk. Although I may be high profile, I keep a low pro style. Stay calmly, but my army's kinda wild. Mostly on the down low, now and then I hit a disco. Sports silk, drink milk, never Cisco. I read the funnies, watch Bugs Bunny cartoons. And at the crib I dig Bob Marley yard tunes. I take a spin in my Lexus coupe. Sports sexy suits, if I'm sick I sip chicken soup. I rip stages like a maniac, lyrics like a brainiac. And shows get torn no matter where we at. A little bit more than better, I warm it up like a sweater. A money generator, fly honey dip getter. Like I said before, something in my trunk. That's all I really need, and a bag of blue funk. 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 Kicking it. A bag of blue funk. Here comes the kid, can you dig? I got the flavor. If you don't believe me, just check with your neighbor. I get enough respect from the roughest roughneck. Kinda wicked and unruly when it comes to a mic check. Drive a Jeep, catch beats on and on. Never say much when I wreck, cause I'm a quiet storm. Most of the time I'm fooling in my crib, watching cable. And I got crazy honeys far from dummies in my stable. I'm well known in the hoods like a gangster. And when the time is right, I'd like to have a little hipster. I bust raps that'll excite to death. And beats that make you stagger like the neighborhood winehead. I warm it up like a heater or a funky drummer beater. Brown sugar is sweeter, beats my Peter. Like I said before, something in my trunk. That's all I really need, and a bag of blue funk. Right. A bag of blue funk. Yeah, a bag of blue funk. Hey, a bag of blue funk. Pop a hole in your trunk. In the morning time I wake up with the sun, that's how I get up. When I walk the streets alone, I'm far from home, I keep my head up. Don't swing with many strangers, cause to me that's just a setup. If you're pushing up too close, I might be ghosting, you get wet up. Not into showing off because I'm not the show off type. I'd rather take my time writing rhymes and blowing up mics. Chill, just max, make loot, pay tax. All the ladies blow kisses, all the gents tip hats. I like to swing with girls, cause to me it's a ton of laughs. But after the gig is past, we also take bubble baths. I was raised well, but now I raised hell. I worked hard to make a living, so now I'm living swell. I never have a problem in the streets, I'm too smooth for that. I never talk or walk with a gun, but run my crew with strap. Like I said before, thump in my trunk, that's all I really need, and a bag of blue funk.
For all to use, yo, we're getting buck wild on this ADOR slamming crew. Stepping up to bum rush the stage. Is the crew motivated by the spark of the rage? The mic is the teacher to get you out the cage. From the get-go, the critics ranted and raved. Cause hip-hop was too strong. The road to the riches we began to pave. Where the body, the mind, the soul become one. Intertwined with peace and hostility none. Is the message loud and clear for all to hear and make the crowds cheer? Which is the season of the year to flow to a rugged kind of tempo. And what this all means is time to let yourself go. It's time to get you onto this 90-delic tip. I'm not a hippie, but yo, B, I'm hip. The 90-delic definition means no more self-doubt. Future on point, yo, my brother's gonna work it out. The pressure gets hot, state of mind is in a pout. Flip off the vibes, come on and let it all hang out. Cause they got what you like. Cause we got what you like. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Come on, feel the vibe from the rhythms to break the devil's ties. A feeling of good times, musical highs. Rhythm, harmony, soul skills and act put together for the master plan is surely to attract the people it takes, the speakers to quake, the points to make. The ADOR possesses what it takes to make it feel good the way it should. Give me the mic and T-Rock and you know I could straight up get you off all night long. It feels too right, too strong to be wrong. Let's turn it up full blast and make it last. Yo, I'm thinking about the future, the past with a beat that's pumping to get the people jumping but saying something. Do you know what I'm talking about when I tell you to express yourself and let it all hang out? Cause we got what you like. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Cause we got what you like. Let it all hang out. P-Rock, give it to 'em. Clap your hands, hip-hop fans, for another definition of the rhythm is what you demand. Pump your fist, say yo, go, go. Where the door possesses is a feeling from season soul for all to feel, cause our feeling is real. Some new jacks, but know the deal. If you can shake it and not fake it, come on, rise, you're gonna make it to the top of the pile. Get hype, fly child. While this record's spinning, I'm setting a pace. Feel the bass, cause the verdict is in. EM's on the case to get you off. With the beat that's raw and keep it, give it to you. Of course, I don't drink the stout, but I get wide open when I shout, I let it all hang out. Cause we got what you like. Let it all hang out. Cause we got what you like. Let it all hang out, let it all. Let it all hang out.
Check it out. Yo, 1992 begins a new age for the blunt rollers, you know what I'm saying? The saga of the Philly blunt continues. The flavor's the P-Funk, y'all. Get with it. Check it out.
Check out a new type of gimmick with
which is splendid. Sit shit down with other shit, let's see if you're down with this. It's about strictly trying to roll a blunt. When you get the hang of it, you carry more blunts than Archie Bump. First of all, you get a fat bag of ism from Uptown. Any local store sells the shit, friend. Purchase a Philly, not the city of Philly, silly punk. I'm talking about the cigar, the Philly blunt. Lick the blunt and then the Philly blunt middle you split. Don't have a razor blade, use your fucking fingertips. Crack the bag and then you pour the whole bag in. Spread the ism around until the ism reach each end. Take your finger and your thumb from tip to tip. Roll it in the motion, then the top piece you lick. Seal it, dry it with your lighter if you got to. The results, proper. That's how you roll a blunt. 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 You get fucked up. Piece to beat robber. That's how you roll a blunt. Piece to beat robber. That's how you get him up. That's how you roll a blunt. That's how you roll a blunt. That's all roll a blunt. And get fucked up. The second paragraph might make you laugh when a brother rolls a blunt and his breath smell like your ass. That's when you know you gotta take the blunt from him, cause his breath has the dragon in the dungeon. Yo, here's the lighter. Or what if this shit would stop dripping with saliva? And if you're gonna lick it, don't drown it with your spit shit. I don't know what dick gon' last push your lick quick. And how about the non-blunt rolling females that always fucks it up cause they don't wanna break their lean nails? Sorry, Red, for spilling it. You better pick up every seed of it. Because I paid 10 pills for the get ill. And for spilling it, you better get lost or get grilled. Bo know everything from sports to other stuff, but I bet you Bo don't know how to roll a blunt. Yo. That's how you roll a blunt. 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 That's all roll a blunt. And get fucked up. That's how you roll a blunt. 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 Hey nigga, pack the goddamn blunt. Shit, what you holding it all day for? Sit your big ass down. Yo, check this out. I want all the real niggas out there and the females too. If you got a fat blunt in your mouth and you feeling high as hell, I want y'all to repeat after me. Check it out. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm high as hell. I'm high as hell. I'm high as hell. Yeah. Last but not least, Redman like to say peace to all the blunt rollers from the tri-state to the Middle East. And give me a blunt when I kick the bucket. Devil or no devil, when high I'm the wrong one to be fucked with. So everybody put their blunt up in the air, take a puff, blow the smoke out like you just don't care. So it's heard through the next block. I'm out, peace to Red Fox, I'm off to the set spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you motherfuckers are tuned in, and I hope you have a fat blunt lit. This is Redman. If you don't know what the fuck is about to go on right now, bitch, this is Take It Personal. With my boy full of flavor, Kevlar, Aaron, Roger the announcer, and DJ 360 with his thinking ass, thinking ass, thinking ass.
Letterman. Yeah, I'm the incredible Letterman. I was in my room writing rhymes that HED had. Next to my room was a laboratory owned by my DAD dad. He was a professor, and I'm his SON. So my life as a professor had just begun. My name is KEVINMADIS. So when we would experiment, I qualify and become a good professor in medicine. I ran out my door and I looked for my break beat, spelling book, and grabbed my dope. Rhymes that I had on the muscle from his body. The combination of that would give me strength to rock a party. I thought that I might get HURT heard if I used Dad's molecular machine that was known to convert. No manual that I can find on Dad's machine. I hit a button in his room to turn the laboratory green. Some hits from my dogs and a pair for mine. Hit the switch to spell the rhyme of chromosome. What makes with Madison candy combination shall let the world understand. Professor Kevin Madison changed to the incredible Letterman. S-O-L. My MOM is on my PLPS, the son and KSOLO with BBLESSED. Blessed with this brand hard rap, HITESPELL. My style BOUND. My sister COOKIE. So my sister THEREZE. But I can get PAID and NEWAY way. They took my sister SEILINA. Now my whole family is H-A-P-P-Y. Cause all those banking all over M-O-N-E-Y. I-W-R-I-T-E to keep the weak MCs. Wish that they can all be I-T-E, the M-U-S-I-C. Or plain as D-A-Y to me. My R-A-P flows and rhymes a kick. A G-R-A-N-D grand. Cause no one spells rhymes like Letterman. S-L-A-U-G-H-T-E-R, slaughter the black loop, original killing, rapping alphabetical order. I'm addicted. A-double-D-I-C-T-E-D to S-P-E-L. My rhymes in my M-U-S-I-C. I'm plain as D-A-Y to me, my R-A-P. My flows and raps incredible, they never ever when being found. I'm sure the people can you and the R-T-S-K-A understand? No one spells rhymes like Letterman. Just like yours. Track the structure overstood. Night train, the plain little engine that could run express. LS next stops Mecca, a place to face to make a black man better. CL and Chuck D, we don't talk rubbish, but just like a slave, you gotta ride with the luggage on the night train. More the same as saying Hussein. I'm flowing like night train, running the pain of the black rain. You look, you laugh, you doubt, and go out, and I'm gone, but the bass goes on. Walk the king of New York, crack, I like attack the black, to crack the back. Once again, I test a friend with sincerity, but consider him an enemy. Who am I to tell a lie? Rather push the bush, hope the cracker gets crushed. I'm rolling with Rush, leader of the bum rush, rushing I ain't, was spread like paint. Looking at the pot I got and it's kicking, but it ain't chicken, but it's living for a city so sick and tired of a scene buck wild. Pile in a file, see now or child. Instead of never being no worse than this. I'm on the night train, I hope you don't miss it. Give you what they got to give, you just go. You mustn't just put your trust in everybody else. So don't give a damn, cause they the other man. What's in a bomb?
something for your eardrums. Back on the scene, long time no hear from. It's the funky man, the brother with the same sound I've been cooling. A body and some change now, so hand over the microphone, cause it's my turn. The brother with the fade, half moon and long sideburns. Nice doping, keep the girl scoping. Say the funky shit and get all the niggas open. So heed that, don't try to yap and give me feedback. I'll get in that ass, believe that, can it? I steal your show like a bandit. I get paid while you're broke like mass transit. You're not as smooth as this, so what can you do to this? Brothers need to stop and step with that foolishness. I'm the type to interrupt your party. I don't need a phone to reach out and touch somebody. Give me a mic that's just as good as one. Leave the party as what you whack MC should've done. Cause y'all starving, I'm living extra large and I'm swinging shit as if my name was Tarzan. Yeah, cause I'm on some old new shit. Got more styles than you see in a kung fu flick. My tussies wax opponents off with ease. I'm more deadlier than a venereal disease. So think twice, those who think I'm a fool. I'm shining more than a tire full of armor ore. It's Lord Finesse and I got shit planned. Hot damn, it's the return of the funky man.
Mad brothers know his name. Mad brothers know his name.
We have Lord Finesse.
Yes, him again. Why don't you get the place pumping? Come on, say a little something.
Brothers get cash, but I get way more. In the 90s, I'm getting paid for rhyming in the 21st century. When asked who the funkiest, you better mention me. I go all out while a lot of crews be frontin'. I know and they know that they can't do me nothing, cause I'm smooth and while the skills I utilize. Lyrics so advanced, you think my brain was computerized. So who needs a partner or a sidekick when it comes to being funky? I got all that old fly shit, the rough and rugged, plus the pimp smooth rhyme. I polish off opponents like a shoe shine. They be frontin' like they on a crazy tip, trying to hang but they soften and baby shit. Frontin' like they wild with they bullshit style. I put they apps on trial, pull a card and they foul. I'm hardcore, but I still keep the scene pumping. So all that singing and dancing, that shit don't mean nothing. MCs suffering Lord Finesse lately. Some of them hate me, think they could take me. I'll take on some of them, bring a whole ton of them. I take them all on and stomp each and every one of them. I just chill, relax and flaunt my cash. You want a riff, I be quick to stomp that ass and let you know that you can't get with this. Come on, come all and get burnt with the quickness. Greater, creator, drop stupid data. If I ever got served, it had to be by a waiter. I lounge in the rest until I get my song done. I plan to be straight with papes in the long run, cause when it comes around, I give you more than you ask for. Bring a whole task force, I rhyme my fucking ass off. I stand in command with the mic in my hand. Oh shit, it's the return of the funky man.
Mad brothers know his name. Mad brothers know his name. Mad brothers know his name. Mad brothers know his name.
Stand back, I'm about to flip here. Got this last year, so I'm kicking ass this year. Brothers was stressing me, strictly overworking me.
They showed you last year.
Yeah, that fits perfectly cool, cause I'm still kinda fair with them. Who gives a fuck about 20 steps ahead of them? Now I'm established, they feel all embarrassed, cause I'm with Warner Brothers and my man Gary Harris. Spread the news, or should I say buzz? Finesse is paid. Thought I wasn't when I was, the last label was confusing me, jerking me, fooling me. Now that I'm paid, y'all know what y'all could do for me. Since I sound funky, a lot of labels want me, but I'll be damned to be another man's funky. I could never be a stool pigeon, I'd rather be a full pigeon. Fuck the bullshitting, cause in the 90s I got more than a little game. It's Lord Finesse and funky is my middle name, plus my title and everybody wants mine. It's the brother with compounds and punchlines. I could still put my foot all in your ass. I'm crazy funky plus moving in Teddy Pendergrass. I'm the man to put words in a simile.
He's the funky technician.
Yeah, y'all remember me. I'm real and actual, the man out taxing you. I got the rhymes and mics, got a scratch or two, so ain't no use trying to eat us for din-din. Brothers better off trying your luck with Win 10. To my opposition, I'm the man out burning ya. I dust a rapper off like furniture, so take your stand, I for your plan.
Goddamn, goddamn.
It's the return of the funky man. Funky man.
Mad brothers know his name. Mad brothers know his name. Mad brothers know his name.
I like my pockets fat, not flat. 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 So get back.
like that. Not only in my pocket, in my bank, there's stacks and stacks of dope. Cause I move slow, I get my cash flow and then I go. And brothers don't know, I'm on it down low. Some get mad cause they can't understand that I'm 23 years old. I'm in command, I'm down with DITC. That's digging in the crates. And my partner AG, we always keep crazy pace. I'm staying fat cause what comes around goes around. I always look out and help a brother when he's down. And out like a Boy Scout, brothers always shout. You're looking out, show. Yeah, without a doubt. But don't try to take advantage. I just leave you alone instead of putting that ass in bandage. Signing off for show BIZ. And next up is AG like his box is FAT.
I like my pockets fat and not flat. 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 I like my pockets fat and not flat.
Check it out, yo. AG is living fat in the mental. In other words, can I get a soul clap? Digging in the crate for something smooth. Showbiz and AG, your money we made the party groove. And I'm a top-notch competitor, carrying dough like a treasurer. Getting pussy, oh that's regular, but the sex I never take. Cause if that bitch screams rape like Mike Tyson, I'm upstate. And you know that's a fact, black. So if she says no, that means no. And that's that, no matter how cute or how desperate. Hey yo, she gotta get the boot. Yeah, she gotta see the exit. But I'm not mad I didn't hit it. I just dialed 7 digits and some skins that's with it. Phones in the closet, that's my logic. You gotta be smart and keep a down low in the projects. Watch your step and take it easy. Or act like Stevie Wonder cause you know you can't see me. Don't sniff no coke, but I might drink a brew or even 2. Andre the Giant, not you. Yeah, wrecking MCs with just my demo. And pulling all the cuties with no problemo. That's right, cause I'm a gamer. Your girl left you for me, AG, I don't blame her. Step back, get your sticks and your backs. Now you step up because my pockets are fat.
I like my pockets fat and not flat. I like my pockets fat and not flat. I like my pockets fat and not flat.
It's time to take brothers from the corner, clean up they act, and give them a chance to do what they wanna. I'm not trying to be a bum with a 40, that's not my style. I gotta work hard like naughty. By nature, you should understand. To get yours in this land, you gotta work for yours, black man. You think it's easy cause I rap? So don't ask me for $1, motherfucker, you ain't handicapped. And if you was, you still have the chance. Look how I flip, ain't this a bitch now making you dance. Yeah, it's show BIZ from your neighbor HOODRAP. Because I wanna stay fat, to keep clothes on my back, and you know I never slack. For all the bums that said that I forgot where I came from, eat crumbs on the corner in the slums. I'm hungry enough to grow fangs. Here's $1, go to the store, but bring me back my fucking change. I'm not trying to spend on so-called friends, not even with skins. Put that bullshit to an end, so fuck the groupies on tour. I'm trying to make $1 million, some shit I never saw before. So save that bullshit for later, and when I'm large, hoes give me head on the escalator. Yup, I like the flow with show BIZ, AKA Mr. FAT.
Yo, check it out. Stunts are a man's best friend. Ask any man, he'll say with a grin. Young and old, boys are men. 40 ounce or a glass of gin. Sitting in a club, carrying a pin. Flirting with a girl every now and then. Scheming on a way to hit the skins. Yeah, stunts are a man's best friend. In a subway or riding in a Benz. Whether 4 eyes or contact lens. Sipping Moet or drinking Heineken. Some like dark, some like light skin. Some have 1 and some have 10. Some still are and some have been. I'll play the rooster, you play the hen. Yeah, stunts are a man's best friend.
Yeah, you know I like the stunts, you know what I'm saying? The light skin honeys, dark skin honeys.
They be having it going on.
Honeys, you know what I'm saying?
But what about the ones who go around?
Yo, I ain't what you say, just chill. We can't say all that on here, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta put the herb in the blunt. You can use bamboo if that's what you want. Only 50 cents, don't try to front. Hawaiian buds, yeah, that's what I want. Doctors say your growth will stunt if you smoke, but some say it's junk. Whether you're a trooper or some young punk, yeah, you gotta put the herb in the blunt. With the homeboy or chillin' with a stunt. Puffin' on Buddha, cess or skunk. Give us a kick like a football punt. So much money has been spent, much more than Donald Trump's. I hope my boom spot doesn't get bumped as I listen to the loneliest monk. I gotta put the herb in the blunt.
The name of the album is Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. Parallel to like sex, drugs, rock and roll. Hey, why not? We gotta say it. Yeah. So I was in a group called Ultimate Force. Then a guy from my neighborhood named Lord Finesse, he got signed to Wild Pitch Records, and I did did a couple of tracks on his album. And ever since then, you know, I just started working with other artists. And that's how I basically got started. Producing is making the music. Making the music for a track.
Okay, so these guys come in with the words, the rhymes, and
right.
And
sometimes the words are not even done. They'll write to the beat. You know, sometimes the lyrics can be done beforehand.
Hey yo, wait a minute. Yo, that's that shit. Hey yo, turn it up. Yo, that's that shit. Yo, could you fix the station? Yo, that's that shit. Yo, watch them fuck it up. Yo, that's that shit. Shit, I got your head bopping. Ain't no stopping, cause the shit that I'm popping is from the heart, so you know that I'm real. So you can relax, cause I'm signed and sealed. Know a lot of faces in this rap shit. Always got a buck, cause I don't make whack shit. Yeah, you either like it or you don't. The sounds all natural and infactual. Stand in awe and watch a brother catch wreck. My credit is good and I never bounced a check. But if the funds run low and my shit gets critical, I'm off to the chemical. Gotta give a shout to the Lord Professor. Thought I lost his number, but I left it on my dresser. On and on like the Mississippi. Not on a gangster tip, and yo, I'm not a hippie. I'm just an ordinary brother who was very dedicated to real rap. So don't compare me to another brother, cause I'm the type that'll smother a whack MC, this DJ or any other member of your crew. Not a thing you can do. Nope, gotta say peace to infinite kin do. Showbiz, fat Joe, food, wine, and a bad chat. No one can match me, and yo, you couldn't catch me in a new pair British with a thick rubber soul. But I won't flinch, cause I got soul. And I bring joy just like Anita Baker. If the girl doesn't like the smile, you need to take her to a Diamond D show. Cause I bring joy to men, women, girls, boys, Jews, Gentiles, Catholics, Protestants. Step the Diamond D, it'll be your abolishment. I'll give a handshake for you and your man's sake. Cause I write rhymes so much that my hands ache. It's 92, so what you gonna do? Barbecue or boogaloo? Yeah. Hey yo, wait a minute. Yo, that's that shit. Yo, could you turn it up? Yo, that's that shit. Hey yo, fix the station. Yo, that's that shit. Yo, watch them fuck it up. Yo, damn, I can't wait to make my next LP. Exhume new lyrics, become more wealthy. I never play myself cause I don't play games. Know a lot of beats, but I say no names. And my man show with the season out the Waldy. We hunt down beats just like Marvel Waldy. Search for blood on the late night flick. Labels used to front, but now they on the. So listen to the rhythm, the vibe is true. Cause like Quaker Oats, it's the right thing to do. I go on and on to the kick drum. I got oodles and oodles, so yo, come get some. I won't sweat it, cause now my respect's known. While you're home, sucking on a neck bone. Tell the girls that you're living fat, but at your home you eating chicken backs. Yo, I'm kicking facts, so don't front pile, just fine tuning. Peace to the JBs and the flavor unit. P-Rock and CL, I stay on the DL. You never catch Diamond snacking on JELLOO, hell no. So make like Lloyd Lindsay Young and say hello. People underestimate, even though the best they make sounds like a big polish. But I'm not the type to go out like a dimple. A brother like D makes hits. Word 'em up. Yeah, going out to Forest Projects and my man Fly Lie up in Co-op City. Yeah, and I'm out like a truck. My name is Diamond, yep, you guessed it. Ran 1,000 schemes and I've never been arrested. I guess I'm lucky cause I'm young and I'm a black man. And intelligent, so everything is relevant. Vision is clear, don't have to wear contacts. Got a good lawyer, no shorts in my contract. Beats are selected with the highest scrutiny. I played Mr. Christian and just take mutiny. Cause it's my destiny. A lot of brothers keep testing me, but you haven't heard the best from me. So remember one thing, ayo, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah, so sit back and listen to the chit chat, sweet as a Kit Kat. Diamond, where'd you get that beat from? Yo, Jazzy dug in the crate, needs another loop, so we added a flute. Then it came together and I grabbed the pen. Then I double checked it. For what? Loose ends. The object of a song is to keep your head moving. Hope you find a good A&R, man. A lot of acts get signed, and when the album comes out, everyone says, oh man, take that record off, don't waste my time. Due to that fact, I went for mine. And I went for mine. Hey yo, I went for mine. I went for mine. So go for yours. I went for mine. Hey yo, I went for mine. I went for mine. So go for yours, kid. I overcome hurdles like Edwin Moses. Everything was planned, but no one knows this. I'll never go broke, so I don't sweat that. I make moves like a man on X-Lax. T-I to the A-M to the O-N-D. Ayo, you got no wins, G. So back up and take a breather. Cause either you must be on acid or from Lake Placid. I hop to it like a kangaroo. I got jumped by a gang or two, but I showed them a thing or two. Cause I'm not no chump. Now I clock notes cause I make you move your rump. Nothing's for granted, grew up in the projects. Used to wear tailors and Chinese mock necks. Came a long way from back in the days when show went to Smith and I went to Hayes. That was the past and the future will be better. Pass them away and keep the cream Armanetta. Peace to Greg Nice and my man Fat Joe. My man OG and the rest of the homies. The Zulu Nation fought the foundation. From when I was a kid watching Lost in Space and I'll never forget cause I'm totally committed to make slamming joints just to prove my point. In 92 you can't waste no time. Go for yours cause I went for mine. And you know that and you don't stop. And you know that cause I won't drop. I went for mine. Hey yo, I went for mine. Hey yo, this is going out to all the brothers who got like 6 or 7 different addresses. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, check this out. My name is John Doe and I'm wanted for murder. I didn't mean to do it, but my temper just blew it. Remember it well, seems like the other day. Now I gotta stay away from around the way. Me and my girl went to the movies. Madly in love, we got shot by Cupid. We both had fat jewels on, so I brought my joint in case brothers act stupid. Got to the movie, but before we got in, a kid got robbed by a crew of 10. Punched him and stomped him, nobody would help. Didn't want any beef, so I stayed to sell. I got inside, now my girl is shaking. She didn't want to get her jewelry taken. I said it's dark in the movie, hey, they won't find us. Then they walked in and sat right behind us, talking all loud, told all the good parts. I'm praying to myself, please, I hope they don't start. Then I heard mumbling, the words I couldn't figure. Hey, yo, when the movie's finished, we gonna get this nigga. I kept my cool, cause I'm only one deep. 1 against 10, that's a hellified beef. Now the mumbling's getting louder. I hear the scheme, but to me it's a dream. Maybe I'm wrong, you know the rules. So I kept my cool until they made a move. Somebody reached over and snatched her chain. Punched me in the grill, but I felt no pain. They tried to step, but I just couldn't let them. So I backed up and I wet them. Yeah, now
and I'm out of here.
Feet don't fail me now. My name is John Doe and I sling white rock, but not on a corner, I work in a spot. I used to work for a fast food joint, busting my chops, and still I had to hop on the train, cause my change was so small. But now I got a Benz with white walls. I open up the spot every morning and keep things in check for my boss. One day I saw him torture a worker with a hypodermic needle for a $10 loss, but I got plans of my own. I don't wanna be another man's flunky. I know the ins and out of the drug game. Hey yo, I'm gonna make some dough off these junkies. I told my boss about my plans and said I wanna be my own man. Hey yo, I know you put me on, but yo, I gotta quit. I want my own shit. The scenario became a tear-jerker. He even said I was his best worker, but I continued and he refused to listen. Became upset because I had ambition. Said he doesn't want me to leave and that I better think it over if I still wanna breathe. Doesn't that sound like a threat? Hey yo, you wanna play that way? No sweat. He left the spot and said he'll be back. Huh? Fuck that, time to react. I looked across the room at the product. It was about $50,000 worth. Well, if the chips fall down, I'll just have to handle it. Yeah, so I'm stepping with the work. But now 5,000, baby.
And I'm out of here.
Feet don't fail me now.
Yo, what's up? This is Diamond D representing Digging in the Crates right here on Take It Personal Radio. Keep it right there, the best in hip hop. Alright, peace.
Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, you can hit her. See, Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, you can hit her.
girl named Sally who tastes were exquisite. Saks Fifth Avenue bag made a lizard. When she was a child, her parents had money. She was spoiled rotten, and now things have gotten worse. She's a professional, she'll start to switch if a punk in the itch. I watched her grow into a neighborhood hoe. Ran around town with every Tom, Dick, and Joe. Quite amusing, the little did she know that word got around, that Sally was down. Sweet 16, but she looked 21. If the price is right, she'll be twice as nice. This to friends for a man in a Benz. Then he cuts you off when he hits the skins. Now you got another one, he drops a beamer. Wake up, girl, don't be a daydreamer. Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah. See, Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah.
Some people don't like the way Sally walk. I think her walk can be beat. On that fella stuff.
Sally's 19 and nothing has changed. On the prowl, her lifestyle's foul. I see her at the club, sipping on a drink, playing herself in her girlfriend's mink. Talking about,
look at him, he's cute.
Thinking to yourself, does he have any loot? The guy walks up and he says hello. The lights are dim and the mood is mellow. They talk for a few, she grabs her coat. Told her girlfriends don't rock the boat. Her girlfriend said don't go, you just met him. Knowing all along that Sally's gonna let him knock the boots from the bed to the floor. But Sally doesn't think that she's living like a whore. You little hooker, queen of the stunts, you better wake up and smell a blunt. Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, you can have her. See, Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, you can have her. 21 years old and you have a son. On your own, you don't know which one to blame. There's no shame in your game. People know your name from your neighborhood fame. Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten, Black, Jamaican, Italian, Latin. There's no end to your list of men, and everybody knows how you love to bend. Now you're getting older and you care about your rep. You're still a hottie, but you try to watch your step. Never been in love, always been an object. Pretty young thing growing up in the projects. I remember when he used to play in the grass. Didn't have breasts, didn't have a, became a slave to material things. And now you're snacking on 4 chicken wings. See, Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, yo, Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, you can have her.
Time, but that was the last time. I'll never make the same mistake again in our lifetime. No way, no how.
just the way that I want it. When I see a fly cutie looking good, I'm on it. Checking out her profile, see if she got style. See if she ain't a two, she ain't worth my while. I'm all about sticking and moving with the quickness. Get the foreplay and let's get down to business.
Is it good, baby? You like it? What's my name?
Oh no! My gym had broke, but still I kept struggling till her boots was smoking. And left her on the bed with her mouth wide open, trying to kick it to me like if she was my girl. But yo, I had to tell her ain't no way in the world. Maybe it's the way I hit that thing that suited it, but no, I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? I'm not gonna be able to do. Have you do it? 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 Have you do it?
I said, people, come on and check it now. You see the mic in my hand, now watch me wreck it now. What is a party if the crew ain't there?
What's your name?
Call me Guru, that's my man Premier. Now many attempts have been made to hold us back, slander the name and withhold facts. But I'm the type of brother with much more game. I got a sure aim, and if I find you're to blame, you can bet you'll be exterminated, taken out, done. It doesn't matter how many, they go as easy as just one. Bust one round in the ear for this here. Cause this year, suckers are going nowhere. Cause my street style and intelligence level makes me much more than just an angry rebel. I'm gifted, unlimited, rhymes universal. MCs that ain't equipped get flipped in my circle. I'm aiming on, raining on those bitch ass chumps. Cause the rhymes don't flow and the beats don't pump. And niggas better know I paid my dues and shit. I'm about to blow the fuck up cause I refuse to quit. I'm out to get the props that are rightfully mine. Yeah, me and the crew think it's about that time. But on the DL, you know the gangsta will conquer. That's why you stare and point and others cling on to my nautica, asking for a hookup. Well, sorry, but my schedule is all booked up. Nobody put me on, I made it up the hard way. Look out for my people, but the suckers should parlay. Cause it's business, kid, this ain't no free-for-all. You have to wait your turn, you must await your call. So now, it is my duty to eliminate and subtract all of the booty crews. And suckers should vacate before I get irate. And I'll kick your can from here to Japan with force you can't withstand, cause I'm the motherfucking man. Right now I got my man Little Dap from the group home. Hey yo, step up to the mic and tell him why you're the man.
So much anger built inside, so don't stop to say hi. Motherfucker, just die. My shit holds a mouthful, so I guess you know what's up. Why pumps get killed at the end of the month? Styles inside I flip, little that remains sick. Yes, the group home is thick, so all your pumps hear this. Every time you rip, the more fame that we get. Motherfuckers act hard, thinking that they are God. Niggas just don't understand, let me be my own man. Did everything on my own, cause every place wasn't home. Anywhere that I rest, had to dress with a vest. I guess you get the routine, but with a lot of stress. Frustration on my mind, brothers doing their time. Rhymes are organizing crime as you're ripping a line. Brothers just don't know how shit got to go. Cause I was told to never get my back to the street. As I walk through the ghetto, dead souls I greet. See my man give 'em pound, then I walk with a frown. Another minute, another brother's gone down. Shit is getting too close, that's why the group home is thick. So every time you're rip, the more fame that we get. My father always said, don't watch the one cross the street, watch the one right next, because it's easy to flex. To key to what he said, yeah, that deep ass nigga. While brothers hang around, trying to get down. Niggas just don't understand, I'm the motherfucking man.
And also on the set from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, we got my man J. Rue the Damager. Yo, tell him why you're the man.
I'll tap your jaw, you probably heard it before. Step to the Bethlehemite, I prove my word is law. Drugstore with more dope rhyme vendor. Not partial to beat the chief ambassador. Niggas get mad cause they can't score. Like a Wild West flick, they wish to shoot up my door. But I incite to riot, don't even try it. Bust up chumps, so crab kids keep quiet. Like I said before, I tap jaws, snatch whores, kill suckers in wars, because style you said was yours. Money grip, wanna flip, but you fish. House the mic like your hooker and did tricks on a bitch. Dirty rotten scoundrel, and my name is J. Rue. Utilizing my tools in 92. MC step up in mobs to defeat us when we rock knots and got props like Norm Peterson. Lots of fun, lots of beers. Got the skills Crino, so I always get cheers. Troop on like a trooper, no tears for fears. I'ma get mines cause the crew will get theirs. Cut you up like Edward Scissorhands. You know the program, I'm the motherfucking man.
check it out. This your brother Jay with the Damage representing.
Yo, check it out, y'all. This is DJ Premier. You're live and direct through the speaker, because that's my voice coming through the speaker, you heard? And you're checking out the Take It Personal show. Don't get it twisted. One love. Gangsta forever. Gangsta for life.
You better scatter quick, cause you know you can't hang. With the 8, get it straight, cause I'm dropping these gangster things. Lock the doors, run it high. Can't nothing save you when 8 hot coupe rides peak. I'm putting clowns to sleep. Ready to put my work in on the fool whose talk is too cheap. You shouldn't have made that tape, but you pushed me. The brother with the perm who's skinny as a worm. You're ready for round 1. Here it come, fool. I got my blunt in my hand. Come and get some. Damn, I'm tired of disco rap getting pesos. Sorry, little amigo screaming like a sorry. Hold up, your happy sound. Prancing around, nothing but a sorry clown. Stay the hell down. Damn, you know you can't fake this. Yeah, first up is your death wish. Death wish. Death wish. Death wish. Death wish. When we gon' get to the good part. Yeah, you know it's the part when the 8 start. With the routine, it's the same song. Pill another cap, now what's going on? Yeah, tickety tock, you don't stop, fool. You hear a click, I bust your chops. Ride, no future. In your frontin', smoke your butt like I'm blazing up a blunt. Damn, I hate you, punk, cause you never wrote the death wish sequel. Tell me, can you fade that black? Or get slung like a 50-pack. Yeah, so it's the second call to our sorry. Whack MCs that's out like a Tory. Yeah, boy, you can get the fist. One more death wish. Yeah. Last verse. Fools, what's up? Ready to rack back. NOTR got my back. And I'm ready to bust a head or 2 or 3. Try to come deal with it. Yeah, so can't wait as I grab them. I get stick 'em, busting your grill when I kill, cause you're just another victim. So when I step, you better keep your hands on your grip. Don't trip when I flip or get a fat lip. A brother from the city where don't stop and you just might drop when the 9 pop. And Jack is my specialty, G. Quick, fast, and Mac once and take your money. Shit, and down for the crew. Just like the freaks, we got to get paid too. I knock you out and when your punk butt come to, you realize it was a nightmare, death wish too. Yeah. Compton definitely in the house for the 90 shot. NOTR. And we sending out the death wishes to all the fools who ain't dead. My man Premier, take me out of here. I guess it's true what they say. When you're too far gone, ain't no turning back. And coming from the Compton Mac, that's a fucking fact. Living in the city where bitches won't give up the pokey for free, so a nigga don't. So here's my story, another story about a nigga who lives his life by the fucking trigger. Gotta get my serve on, nigga, you don't hear me though. The whip the hood, might blast on 5-0. First I hit the otters and get pumped up. Now I'm rolling in the car, kinda slumped up. I pop the glove box, then I reach the block, then I plug your ass in the chest with the Glock. And that's how that shits get done. I guess I'm a motherfucking nigga on the run, but I won't let them take me alive so I don't sleep. Cause yeah, I'm in too deep.
In too deep. Ain't no turning back. Cock up your motherfucking game. Mr. Scarface full of 9 deuce. Niggas packing 9, fuck you bitch, I pack a 9.2mm Ruger for you hoes who try to flex nuts. You pour your shit, I pour my shit, come nigga, now let's check nuts. Born a hustler, raised a hustler, never gonna stop. Drake, fuck a hustler, motherfucker, boy, you better die, bitch. Found myself a buster, had the boy from me in OC. Fucked him out his money, worked my way up to a whole key. Now he's got some niggas trying to ball face. Time to go to work, need some back, better call late. Call my nigga up, kick the fundamentals. 2-way ticket, 3 o'clock, continental. 8 rolled in with the motherfucking task force. Bumped them hoes off, dropped them off at the airport. Niggas don't never fuck with me, cause I'm a nigga who plays the game for keeps. Drop you on your ass with the quickness, cause I'm in too deep. The criminals is in the motherfucking house.
Now they got us on the run, but we tired of running. Got the Glocks all cocked, let the fools keep coming. Scarface got the motherfucking pump under the seat, so niggas better duck or your ass is fucked. Yeah, the madman with nothing to lose, so you better bring a strap or catch the blues. And or get served like a damn clucker, sucker, or in the end be a soap motherfucker. Now the one times it's all on my back and hurt the 80s. Scarface peeled the cap and they wanna gaffle us up, but it's a shame. Can't fake the best from Compton and the Midwest. So watch your back when the niggas step, cause the scene is what's left is your whole family's death. And fool don't sleep, cause sorry motherfucker, we in too deep. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and this shit for the 9
Oh shit, Scarface is on the mix. So yo, suck a nigga dick, or make a nigga rich, or something,
Yeah, what's good? It's your boy KGR, Kool G Rap, for those who don't know about the acronym. So right now, y'all checking out Take It Personal Radio with my man Fella Flavor, Kevlar, Ammon Wade, and the boy DJ 360. You heard?
See, I come from the place known as the South Park Zone. Talking shit ain't in the clip and take your punk ass home. Cause I'm the type of nigga that'll chunk, hit you in the chest with the motherfucking tech and watch you jump. So die, motherfuckers, die, motherfuckers, die. Look deep into the eyes of a killer smoking fry. One nigga you can't fuck with, cause I'm a born killer with the mind of a lunatic. So bringing body bags when I start banging, cause I'm leaving motherfuckers laid out with their brains hanging. Straight getting down for mine, and I'll fuck up a bitch cause I don't mind dying. So feel me drilling, put a bullet in my head, but yo, you can't kill me, cause I'm already dead. Scarface going psycho, yeah. Play pussy, get fucked, and take 2 to your head.
I'm Bushwick Bill, but call me Chucky. Fit forward hard, bitch, play hero and buck me. Cause I'm known to pull your skull out, rip a motherfucker by his neck and gorge his fucking eyes out. I'm insane by a long shot, hey. Chuck Wick Bill, aka Charles Lee Ray, a short nigga with some long nuts. Drop your dick in your bed, now I'm ready for a long fuck. Necromance that ass for a minute and spit that motherfucking clip when I'm finished. You punk bitches be retreating. Freddy and Jason running home with their mouth bleeding. So welcome to the slaughterhouse champs. Fit for Texas Chucky's concentration camp. You punk motherfuckers bled, and those who didn't make it got 2 to the fucking head.
Buck them down, come again, 2 to the chin. Ice Cube will blast the ass to the end. With my pistol, running from the lynch mob is how you survive the South Central. Kick the instrumental, run and get your bigger crew. Cause it's Judgment Day and Ice Cube is turning nigga too. Pow, pow, buck, buck, pow, buck. Your name is Stucky Mike, now you realize that you're fucked. 2 to the brain, I leave a migraine. Have you drooling like a vegetable, but you're not edible. It's the incredible, fuck your ass from head to toe. Audi 5000, don't wait for the best show, cause they'll have me go up the river with a white
ahead.
See where I come from, the crime rate only rises. The murderers disguising on ages, shapes and sizes. Bitches picked up and dicked up, niggas that get stuck up. Give up what you got or get your ass shot the fuck up. Run them down and gun them down, yeah, that's how we do it. Niggas get killed and then filled when it bombed the fluid. Step to the niggas that I'm checking. Pull out the tech and I reckon you get murdered in a second. Bang with the 9, boom with the pound. Motherfuckers are falling and crawling on the ground. Snitches get stitches, bitches that act snotty inside the parties. Even the hotties get turned to bodies. Now I heard they got other places that's similar, but I represent New York. You fuck around, I'm killing ya. A whole block of cops patrolling when I'm rolling. And if my pockets are swollen, you know somebody's sick or stolen. Yeah, you niggas get ripped when my clip goes in the SMITHWESSON or the reliable revolver. And like I said before, it's the motherfucking problem solver. So bring it on, nigga, get brave. There's plenty motherfuckers getting sent their early graves. Cause when a nigga gets fed, then all you motherfuckers get 2 to the fucking head. Fucking head. Fucking head. Fucking head.
Did you look up the Heather B song?
Yeah, so I heard it.
Yeah, so I actually looked up at the break the Heather B song, and that's the exact song that they played in the real world. So I know what you're talking about now, the video.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't.
I didn't remember that, but it was good.
It was a 92 joint.
It was good.
Heather B was like Miss Melody with lyrics, right?
Heather B was dope.
Heather B was fucking good, and I go back and listen to some of the remixes on the 12s. It was good, man. Those mixes were great.
My Kinda, all those records, man. I love those records, man. They were very dope.
She's kind of like the female Little Fame, right? Like she fit right in with those guys on that record.
Yeah, she was definitely. MOP and her make a lot of sense. Like it sounds great together.
You know what's funny? We're talking about Heather B and Kenny Parker and the whole BDP crew. Isn't 92 the year that fucking KRS went up on stage and took Prince B down?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was 92, man. And if I'm not mistaken, not only did he throw him off, but then he performed The Bridge Is Over.
No, he. Damn, what was it? Was it Duck Down or was it?
I think it was The Bridge Is Over.
I don't think so.
I check that out.
Duck Down would be 92, so that makes sense.
I just watched the video of this recently, the recounting of this. I watched Kenny Parker and I think Kid Capri told a story too. And it's crazy because somebody popped him in the face. The Kenny Parker one, the Kenny Parker's good because it has a lot of detail. So his story about like the people who were there and the circumstances.
We talk about it when we had KRS on the show. I just haven't listened to it in a while. I'm almost sure he said we performed Bridges. I got to go back and listen to that. Jay, didn't we just put that back up on a remaster?
You just did. You know, as you're talking about PM Dawn being thrown off, I was reading something the other day where someone was telling me that Prince B was like a producer for he produced a few hip hop joints.
Yeah, he was well respected in the digging community too, because even Finesse and those guys said it would be like Pete Rock and Finesse and Q-Tip and all these guys, and Prince B would always be there. And they'd be at like record conventions trying to get shit. He was a real crate digger, man. He was really ill with it.
There were a lot of questionable people that you didn't think were down back then. I mean, what about like Toatai, or those dudes were fucking helping out the hip hop world more than we'll ever know.
Oh, Tawatea? Is that how he
Toatai.
It's Toatai? Oh, I always thought it was Tawatea.
He
was ill.
He's the guy from Delight. He was the guy.
Delight.
Yeah.
Groove is. I'll tell you what. I don't give a fuck. It's not a guilty pleasure. I love Groove is in the Heart.
Great track.
I
Great joint.
Love that record.
Great song.
I thought of you yesterday. I was at Walmart, and Walmart low key has like some sick vinyl on sale, and I bought a Bruno Mars album. And don't you love Bruno Mars?
Who?
Yeah, I thought you have like you love one of those. I'm pretty sure you made like a claim. You're like, I fuck heavy with Bruno Mars. Yes.
No, I like 2 songs of Bruno Mars. I dig them, and they the only reason I dig them is because one sounds exactly like a Police record.
Locked Out of Heaven. Locked
Out of Heaven, and the other one sounds exactly like a Michael Jackson record. But anyway. No, my group that I'm in love with, my favorite group is Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
Vampire Weekend's my number 1.
That's one of my clients' kids. That's so funny that you said that.
Vampire Weekend.
Vampire Weekend.
Was it like indie, emo, rap?
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
No, it's not what you think. Imagine taking like Paul Simon, Peter Gabriel, and Christopher Cross and mashing them up, and that's Vampire Weekend.
Yeah, it's dope.
They're really talented, like really good. Like the best, like Julio Down by the Schoolyard mixed with, what's the one I'm talking about? Schnozberry Hill there.
So, I'm on Wiki right now. So the lead guy, or maybe not the lead guy, Ezra Koenig?
He's a hip hop head. He used to be an MC.
Do you know who he's married to?
No.
Rashida Jones.
There you go. Quincy's daughter, who used to live with Mark Ronson back in the day.
Mark Ronson and I worked on records way back when I first got signed to. There's an unreleased, unheard song of me in Saigon over a Mark Ronson joint.
That's crazy.
That I haven't heard since then, since like 20 years ago.
Before he was known, I DJ'd with him at Don Hill's, and then he went on to do that rehab thing on 7th Ave. But he was a great producer, dude.
Mark Ronson, me and Mark Ronson used to go Lacoste shopping. We went and in 2005, 2004.
That's when you had that Atlantic money?
Yeah.
Like you went to the department store and bought Lacoste.
Yeah. We went to and we were in New York, and Mark Ronson had his address book out in the studio, and it was Justin Timberlake's number, and I took it down and wrote it because I wanted to prank call Justin Timberlake. So I saw his address book sitting out, and I copied it. I never called, but
have you ever done anything stupid like that?
Prank call?
Like, someone of importance, so to speak.
Yeah, I used to do all types because I didn't give a fuck, especially when I was signed to Atlantic. I was just an asshole. I didn't give a fuck. I would fuck with people, say stupid shit.
Hello, is Alan? No, Alcoholic.
Who?
Alcoholic.
Alcoholic. Don't know nobody by that name. Yeah. Well, you motherfucker, you cocksucker. You lousy yellow bastard motherfucker.
I didn't really care. I can't think of any good examples. Like stuff like that, though. You know what I mean? But like I was hanging out with a lot of weird people in LA. Fucking just crazy shit.
When I know we're kind of like off track, but when you signed Atlantic, so this was like 2004, 2005.
Crazy, yeah.
94, yeah. You signed like when you're 13. Isn't that around the time that Little Brother signed to Atlantic?
Yeah, I think we either signed at the same time, or maybe I was a little bit earlier than them. Here's who signed. This was like everybody who I was down with at that time who signed. It was me, Little Brother, Saigon, and Lupe. It was all of us that signed at the same time, and we all knew each other. I did some touring with Little Brother, with Fonte and Pooh. And then Lou and I would bump into each other at the label, and we were cool. He was a great guy. I love
commercially, his shit's good, man. For a commercial dude,
I don't even think he makes commercial music. I just think he makes the music he makes.
Yeah,
now.
I'm just saying he's popular. This popular music, popular hip hop.
Yo, back on track though, because one thing I want to say this before I forget this about '92. I will go on record as saying one of the most landmark songs of '92 that make me think of '92 is Crossover.
Yeah.
Crossover is like the flag in the earth '92 song to me. Like if I had to do like top 3 songs to represent '92, it might even be my number 1 song to represent the year 1992.
And I think it represents your style. Very, hard, using the Rogers sample was really fitting for the time because it kind of went West Coast as well as East, and the beats were just strong.
This was a time where it was pretty influential to have like a Zapp or I keep saying Zapp, Troutman sound. Would you say Crossover is probably the first East Coast record to have done that?
Well, Redman did it too.
But hold on, let's go back to even the reason why EPMD blew up on the West Coast is because they were using all Zapp shit. So it was way before Crossover.
I feel like Crossover was a bigger hit for EPMD than some of the stuff off their debut album.
Well, the debut album was traditional samples.
You got to chill.
Yeah.
You got to chill.
So.
You got to chill. What's the other one there?
But it didn't have that quintessential Troutman
vocoder.
Yes. Yeah, like you heard that in Crossover. So much like it's part of
You Got to Chill had it in there too.
They had it.
But not nearly.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
on the East Coast blatant. Between them and Red, they were, the first to really.
You know what's wild though? When I heard Crossover, when Crossover first came out, I didn't for a split second go, "Oh, this has West Coast vibe to it." Not at all.
I agree with that.
It was hard. It was just an ill sample. It just sounded crazy. Like it just sounded like an ill sample to me. It didn't make me think this sounds like the West Coast.
And it also wasn't in the forefront of the mix of the song. So it was kind of like in the background, like a sample. It wasn't like featured. Whereas I think today we would put that way in the front. So, but yeah, dude, it was great. Great time. College days.
I got a couple of thoughts and I want to get your guys' opinion. Number one, I thought 1992 was the beginning of the descent of Public Enemy.
Very true.
The quality of their music.
That's true.
I always talk about Chuck as my savior of hip hop, but the truth is I would really love to not disrespect him but ask the question, how can someone who has such crazy lyrics like Intellectual Vietnam and just the way that he worded songs take such a nosedive? I would never want to disrespect him that way, but why don't they have better music? Why do they have lyrics that just don't gravitate to people like they used to? I would love to ask that question.
I think that's the question that happens. I don't think there's any way to explain it. I think sometimes things just run its course. That's like asking why a relationship with a woman doesn't happen anymore. Sometimes shit just runs its course and it's irreparable.
Well, if you're the most beautiful woman on the planet and you are the biggest supermodel of the world, then all of a sudden you go into obscurity and your fucking nose is hooking to the left, something ain't right. So people would ask the question, why?
So, 92, I don't know. I didn't notice a descent right there. It was after that because I love Can't Trust It. Yeah. And I love By the Time I Get to Arizona.
So
and
good.
Shut Them Down. But Can't Trust It was massive. That was one of my favorite records of all time. And I didn't really notice. I remember even during that time, because you remember 92 is when they re-released the
when was Greatest Misses?
The Greatest Misses, I believe, was 93 or 4? 93 or 94, because 94, Chuck went solo.
Right.
Did that record. No.
So was the Anthrax remix, was that 92 or 93?
I think even before. I think it was only a short time after Bring the Noise.
But Bring the Noise remix is what I mean.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was a short time after that because I remember I was in high school and Anthrax was starting to sample a little bit of Run DMC and then started getting into hip hop, and then I shortly saw the video while I was in college. So it was within a year to 2 years, maybe 2 years after Bring the Noise was out, which I'm pretty sure was 88 from the movie Less Than Zero, but the album came out in 88. So
88, and then 90 was Fear of a Black, which I think is the best.
Would you guys agree that Apocalypse 91 is when it started to dip? That after that, then it was
after that.
Yeah, 94 was the music in an hour.
Music in Our Message.
Music in Our Message. Yeah,
I was done. Was whack. I was done at that point. After the Can't Trust It album.
Give It Up was a single. Give It Up.
Apocalypse. Oh, that Give It Up, I couldn't. No disrespect to Chuck. He's so important to me.
So important.
But everything
has its time, right?
Correct. But after the Apocalypse, that was it for me. But when Apocalypse came out, I was like, yo, Public Enemy's here to stay forever. Like when that album dropped, I was like, this is amazing too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's the other thing I wanted to ask you guys. Eric B. and Rakim, Don't Sweat the Technique. Where does that rank for you on the best Eric B. and Rakim songs of all time?
It's hard. It's really tough.
Top 5 for me.
And I think it's a Mount Rushmore song, but I happen to like the other songs from a listening perspective. But it was a more important song because it was connected to Juice. You know the Ledge and Don't Sweat the Ledge. I'm just saying, like, Know the Ledge, Don't Sweat the Technique. It was kind of all in the same time frame where that upright bass thing was playing in every hip hop track. So they're all kind of synonymous. That sound,
You know, Rakim played the drums on that.
Did he play the drums?
Yeah, he played the drums on that. Yep.
And I was saying, Wyclef is in the video.
He is. That's right.
I didn't know that until recent.
My take too is my favorite Eric B. and Rakim album is Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em by far. Like that's a masterpiece to me.
It is beautiful.
Like that's just genius. It's so organic and bohemian and weird and just has a certain vibe to it. It's incredible. And that album's crazy too because Anton Pushansky, who's a very close friend of mine, legendary hip hop guy, he had to mix that entire album in 48 hours from start to finish.
He mixed, I want to say, Search's whatever is the Back to the Grogan album.
Yeah, because he was working with T-Ray. T-Ray was his partner.
Return of the Product.
Return of the Product. Which one had the better album? I think it was Pete Nice with Dust to Dust. What do you think? So Pete Nice, Dust to Dust, or MC Search's Return of the Product? Which one had the better solo album?
I hate these questions because I feel like I'm dissing somebody. It's
like Sophie's Choice. You got to pick one.
So for me, I didn't care for either of them that much, the solo joints, but because Back to the Grill was such a big record for me, it wins. That's it. Back to the Grill was the haymaker.
But Beatnuts production on Dust to Dust.
Yeah, it was solid, man. They had some joints. I didn't love Pete on the mic. I never did. However, the music, the production was so good.
Yeah, but
and Search's LP as a whole, the production was disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
There was a lot of records. You know what? Here's the thing too. I was never really mad. I was never mad at those guys who were putting out. At least I got one song from each person. Like Young Black Teenagers, I only like Tap the Bottle. You know, MC Search, I only like that. Rough House Survivors, I only like Come Check the Backpack. There was a handful of people who only had one joint, and I was like, yo, it's all good. At least I got that one record.
I think our standards were different. If you got 2, maybe 3 records off a CD or tape, you were happy. Like Paris Enemy was a good album, but maybe I'll go back and only listen to 2 or 3 songs.
But those 2 or 3 songs were really good.
Fantastic. And I was content.
Top quality magnum opus, it only has magnum opus. That's it.
Hey, speaking of only one, in this last mix, we played XX Posse. And
I don't know. Money Talks. Money Talks was
that was a great record. It was
incredible
by Lord Finesse. That record.
Yeah. By the way, that's a T-Ray production too.
Listen, Lord Finesse is definitely one of those guys who was a great mic on producer.
Correct.
So was Show and AG. I mean.
But I feel like Lord Finesse is a rapper before he's a producer. Q-Tip's a rapper before he's a producer. Like, there's producers that dabbled into rapping, and I think that's why Diamond D is at the top.
I'm with you.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say I do not align with his perspective that Q-Tip is just a rapper who became a producer. Q-Tip is the absolute basement of the foundation of Tribe Called Quest.
A hyphen.
But my point is, he's a rapper first. If you look at him, he's a rapper. Like, no one looks at Q-Tip and be like, oh, Q-Tip, that's the producer of a Tribe Called Quest. He's fucking.
But that was by design. He did that because if he would have taken credit and if he would have, done what he rightfully should have, it would be uncontested. But he was just on that. Well, let's call Tribe everything. Like, let's just say it's produced.
Yeah, but like John Lennon produced, but like John Lennon is the lead singer of the Beatles. Like, people know him as the singer. He's not like,
but not necessarily the producer, because Paul produced most of that stuff, and
like,
different.
I think
everyone had roles in that group.
Most, but I do think we shit on Ali, but I'm sure Ali had some involvement in some of the production.
Yeah, he pulled the records. Yo, sample this. It's the Eric B effect.
Like we talked about on the break, Quik doesn't have a magnum opus album.
Do you like Quik?
There's a few records I really respect him. I know how monumental he is, and there's a couple songs.
There you go.
There's a couple songs, but it's just his music wasn't for me. Like I love Born and Raised in Compton. There's a few records that I really dug, but just all in all, it wasn't for me. I accept the fact that there's certain shit that wasn't for me. Lost Boys wasn't for me. I have no disrespect, but there's just a lot of groups that I did not fuck with.
Did you fuck with the Fu-Schnickens? Because they came out in me too.
But here's the thing, all right? I fucked with the Fu-Schnickens, but I only really dug Chip Fu. The other guys were cool. It was like the other guys were there to hold the place. But sometimes I was just like, these guys are not it, man. Like, it's really tough to listen to.
It's kind of like LO&S, like you were there for Busta. Although Charlie had some verses.
In the early stages, LO&S was good.
Not there for.
In the first album, I was all Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Like, I love Charlie Brown was my favorite.
And on Scenario, Charlie Brown was fucking great.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have the stems of Scenario, and it has a missing Charlie Brown verse that's never been heard, and Busta. I got the multi-track Scenario, and it's got the different versions of. And Mr. Walt has demos with Black Sheep on it and Daylight.
I have that one, but that's just the demo.
Right.
That's just
I got the whole multi-track. It's crazy. It's funny because the whole multi-track is there, but Dinko D's vocals are missing from that.
Interesting.
That man was the you-god of the crew.
Do you guys agree with me? I've said this before. The app. Would you agree with me that on the Time album, Milo ruined that whole album?
You got to remember, I'm still an artist. I'm out there, man.
Man. You don't have to say, but the motherfucker Milo verse.
I'll just say this: Milo was
nobody's buying that tape.
Milo in the dance was not for me at all. It wasn't for me. Like his God bless, and his contribution was important to hip hop. And there's certain verses of his where it's just so ingrained in the song that I sing along to his verse because I know it so well.
Zone Coaster.
But was he on Zone Coaster?
I thought he was, but
anyway. No. He was on the second album, Heavy. The Time. Zone Coaster was first album. The remix of Zone Coaster is the best ever. That's way better than the album version.
Yes, you're right.
We spoke about Eric B. and Rakim for a minute. You were saying how Rakim played the drums. There's so much hidden folklore behind the group. I mean, I think Eric B. could have the greatest hip-hop documentary of all time because no one really knew his role. And hearing him on certain pods, it's kind of describing what he would do and how he would set up things and make things happen. I mean, do you know anything from your perspective as an artist that could solidify his role and what he did in these records?
Nothing. I know nothing about what that. All I just heard was Eric B was a street dude. Rakim did the cuts. Rakim did everything. Eric B was kind of like a facilitator and would,
he was the muscle.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was a connector. He was back then
Big
DJ
Suge.
Khaled.
He was like Big Suge, but the difference is Big Suge got into rapping. Like he's like,
I think it was almost like a Suge Knight character before Suge Knight.
Listen, I'm not even mad at it because whatever it took to get the job done, what if we do a butterfly effect and we remove Eric B? There may not be an Eric B and Rakim. Probably not.
That's right. Well, that was originally supposed to be Freddie Fox's spot. He didn't show up. He didn't show up. So, I mean, whatever. But I also think there was a big producer that I think scratched on the first record that was not Rakim. There was just, I forget the stories. I don't want to like name it, but anyway, I don't know if anyone ever brought that up.
Let's before we wrap up, I'm gonna just rattle off a few albums. Just we don't need to discuss them, but let's just say, let's do a source thing. How many mics you give this to keep it real simple, right?
Did you guys go over Dead Serious too?
So that was one of the albums I'm going to do. So let's do 5 mics. There's 4 of us. Just what was this? 5 mics was the classic. So I'm gonna just rattle off a few 92 albums. You tell me how many mics you're gonna award it. Ready?
Let's go.
Business, never personal.
4.
3.
4.
I'll go 4 as well. Okay. Wow, 3.
I'll go. Actually, I'm going 3.5 because it had Headbanger and Crossover and
coming at you.
Rewind. Yeah, Rewind.
All right.
Coming at you.
The next one, Daily Operation.
4.5.
I'm gonna go 4.5 too.
2.
Wade, this is wacky Wade shit. Here it goes.
Dude,
there's no way.
I'm going 4. I'm going 4, but 2 is just that's criminal. Holy shit!
I told you this last show. That was not my joint.
Common sense. Can I borrow $1?
2.5.
Listen, are we including
the remix?
The remix?
No, because
it's not on the record.
2.
3.5.
2. So let's just recap. Wade, you just gave that album 3.5, right? And then
like 4. Way better than Daily
Op. You gave it 2.
Dude, I'm in Milwaukee, man. My Chi-Town dude. Come on now.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Let's go.
Dead Serious DOS Effects.
5.
Oh, wow.
5.
I'll go a solid 4.
I'm trying to think between 4 and 4.5, somewhere in between.
I think I'm with you. I think it's 4.5. I don't know because I think it's too repetitive. It's like LL Scratch before LL Scratch became LL Scratch. Like a lot of the songs sound alike.
I think 5 because I replayed it so much, and they did have some variation there. They had the stupid song Lucy's. They had If Only It Sound Like This.
There was so many.
And guys, I'm just gonna say this because I was listening to it on the last show when we did a lot of the DOS Effects songs. But as a kid, a latchkey kid who just watched crazy TV at that stage of my life, the references that they talk about and how many in one song, pre-internet, no looking shit up.
Even like the obscure shit, like Pretty Sneaky
Sis, all that shit.
The name of the game is Connect 4. Object, connect 4 of your checkers in a row while preventing your opponent from doing the same. But look out, your opponent can sneak up on you and win the game.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
You know, the ads, it was fucking...
Saturday morning cartoon.
Guys, insane. I don't even know if anyone could do that now with all the information.
I give it 5 because I can't think of a reason to not give it 5. So that's why I'm...
From a lyric stance, I would give it a 5. But there was a few songs that just didn't make it a 5.
It had tremendous replay value.
Tremendous.
Next up, Sex and Violence, Boogie Down Productions.
2.
1.
Yeah, I'm in the 2. I think it was probably the worst.
Huge fucking letdown. Huge letdown. I was like, what the fuck, man?
One song.
Even the album cover was a letdown for me.
Yeah.
Terrible.
How about Real to Real by Grand Puba?
I'm a Puba fan, so I'm definitely going at least 4 on that one.
I say 3 because it didn't have a lot of songs that I went back to. It was mostly the singles for me, and then that was it.
I'm gonna go 4.
I'm going 4. Here's a sneaky one because I think people immediately will dismiss it because of the commercial success, but it's one of these albums I think is really good if you listen to it, and that's Skills That Pay the Bills by Positive K. Now, I kind of hyped it up, so I'm not going to go too low on it, but I'm just saying that's an album that sneaks up on you. If you listen to it, there's some really good tracks on there that are not.
It's a 2.5 for me.
1.5 for me. I didn't even really like Positive.
Car Hoppers.
Not for me. Not for me.
Wasn't for me.
Oh my God.
No disrespect. I'm Positive K's a legend. I get it. It wasn't for me, bro.
I like the Alliance stuff much better than that stage of Positive K's career.
All right. Ooh. I'm trying to decide if I give it a 4.
I'm giving it a 3.5 to 4. Okay.
3.5 to 4.
Wow. I think we just pretty much killed that guy. And speaking of deaths, we got to go into Aaron's obits before we step out.
Hey, did you hear who died today? Yeah. It's Aaron's obits.
There aren't that many. I only count
I'm going to
3.
tell you one very important one, Aaron. Lalo Schifrin died today. And I don't know, for those who understand the guy's music and what he meant to real diggers, I'm just going to run through a couple songs just in case people, his most notable, of course, Portishead, Sour Times. That was in 94. Little hip hop
producer. What did he do?
He basically makes the music. He was a composer for films, and when no one was digging for that shit, he had the most crazy stuff. One of his samples that everyone used was from the song "Human Fly." The Alcoholics used it for "Let It Out." Scarface used it with Dre and Cube for "Game Over," and Illinois Scratch used it for "Me and the Click." De La Soul sampled him on Ooh. Magnum Force, he did all the music for the Dirty Harry album. So he has been a staple in hip-hop music, and Lalo Schifrin is one of my favorite Argentinian composers that just fucking had a sound that no one else could come close to.
Aaron, he stole your obits.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, because I knew that you didn't have any background on him.
No, and not only that, but that was way more interesting than the others that are available for this short period of time since the last show. The only other two that I could come up with are, number one, somebody that played a part in the era that we were not a fan of, which is Walk It Out. You remember that song? Walk It Out. You know, that whole era.
Oh, that was a little jiggy time.
Was that kind of like the crunk era? Is that what we would call that? The early 2000s. DJ Unk passed away at age 43 this week.
That's young, man. That's young.
Some kind of drug thing, I believe. But yeah, not our favorite era, but it is what it is. And then, of course, the chef Ann Burrell from the Food Network, 55 years old. Again,
crazy.
What appears to be another drug thing.
Ann Burrell was a hell of a... Well, she was really a sous chef. She was Mario Batali's right-hand person, and got her fame when she went up against Anita Lowe, which was one of my favorite chefs in New York. But I'm telling you, she was a good chef. I don't know the full story, but I'm sure that will come out in the future. But
you know who else just passed? David Johansen. He's a famous actor. You'd know him if you saw him.
Yeah.
Most notable is in Scrooged, he played the ghost who drove the taxi, the crazy one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Going the wrong way! Relax, Frank. Enjoy the ride.
How do you know my name?
I know absolutely everything, Frank. You see, I'm the ghost.
There was someone else that died. It was like a teen idol.
Well, speaking of dying, App's dying in Call of Duty right now because he's probably putting us on pause. So before we let him get out of here, let's talk about an album that's not from 1992, but it is from 2025, and it's a pretty damn good album, Mom and Dad. I don't want to put you on the spot because I know you don't like to, promote, but the album's out now. It's on all streaming platforms, I believe.
Yeah, it's on all streaming platforms. The vinyl's selling out. I think the vinyl's sold out at this point. CDs, cassettes. I'll tell you what though, man, that album probably means more to me than almost any other album I've done other than my Where the River Meets the Sea album. But that album is just everything about how we grew up and the Reagan administration and the crack era and all that. And I'm really, really, really proud of that album. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a crazy thing to say. Me being 46, this is probably the first time where I have been totally relaxed and enjoying making an album and been happy with the product. every other album, I'm like a tortured lunatic, a perfectionist, and I never even feel like I hit the mark of what I'm looking to make. Every single album I've ever released.
Really?
Yep, it's perfectionist, wacko, lunatic.
So why now? Why? Like, because the process is always the most important thing to me.
Because I started doing real estate. I had kids, and I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm having fun. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to impress a single person. Trying to appease everyone else and appease the fans. I just don't give a fuck. I'm doing literally exactly what I want to do. Like I'm 14 years old again, except I have skills and experience with doing it now.
I totally get the shore life thing of why it's something that's a part of you. Tell us a little bit about the interest you have in the whole Reagan era. Is it just because of we grew up in that? Like, so you associate, like,
it's all my trauma. I mean, it's me growing up in that time period. Everything I do, I realize now, I chase, and I think this is most people. You know, you all your worst demons come from when you're a little kid and when we're little boys and we're raised with all the. If you had any fucked up things, even if it's subtle things, and for me, I had a whole bunch of fucked up shit happen in the 80s. So I feel like I'm always. There's a Twilight Zone episode called Walking Distance, and it's this guy who tries to go back and connect, and he travels back in time and he goes back to his town and he's like chasing ghosts and he tries to go back and connect with his young self. I feel like I'm always trying to connect with my young self, and me doing that, I'm a lunatic nostalgia junkie. I have all the collectibles, the G.I. Joes, the Transformers, the comic books, the baseball cards, and now that I'm able to make this shit come to fruition, it's cathartic for me to make these albums and talk about the things that happen, the fucked up little details. You know, on the song Mom and Dad, I said things that made me cry when I wrote it, and I didn't realize it would. It was like a hit. I said, I'm watching adults who convulse with no pulse. We go to school late with no coats and no notes. I remember like going to school.
That's deep, though. That's deep.
It was cold. That hits. Cold. I didn't even have a good coat, and my teachers were like, "Where's your coat?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I was late. I didn't have notes from my parents. Literally seeing people OD at my house, just crazy shit, you know. So it was really cathartic for me to make this album and be like, "Yo, look, I'm making this for you. You're this little boy who got fucked up. It's for you, bro. This is a homage to you."
Yeah, you do nuance really well. The storytelling always kind of takes me back to that era, which is why I enjoy your videos. You know, what's the thing with the tapes?
Mad tapes.
Mad tapes. I love that because I love chasing memories because that's what makes us, you know, really happy. That's our euphoric reaction when we think about. By the way, G.I. Joes, don't forget my Fridge Perry, my friend.
I got it in my other room. I'm waiting to ship it out, man. I'm gonna do that. I got you.
So those things put a smile on our face, right? When we just think of our He-Man figures or whatever. Right. When Dre, it was like Buck Rogers, maybe Dre.
Nah, dude, I was always into music since 9. I was just always collecting vinyl.
No, I had the Kiss dolls, the big ones.
Kiss. I used to do the Kiss shit, but I got into Dungeons and Dragons and all that stupid ass shit.
Nerd.
And
that's dope though, Dre.
Yeah.
I feel like Stranger Things is one of the only shows that has ever captured our generation correctly.
Yeah. It is good. And you know what? I think people forget what arcades meant to us.
Oh yeah.
Going in and stuffing the machines with pennies to get, you know, free games and the roller.
Remember the first time you saw Dragon's Lair?
Dragon's Lair, a fucking laser disc game.
That was
sick.
Intruder alert.
Crazy.
Mind blowing.
Spy Hunter, sitting down.
Punch-Out was like that too.
Punch-Out. Yeah, but Punch-Out was another era.
3D
but
feel to it.
Just so cool. Just, I mean, to walk into a.
Listen, at our age, I beg of you guys to go watch Twilight Zone, watch the episode Walking Distance. It's right. Gnarly how it hits you.
My favorite Twilight Zone was the one with Roddy McDowell where he goes back and it's the painting keeps changing and Ozzie Davis is the butler and he's fucking with him and he makes him go mad. Yeah. That one was one of the craziest Twilight Zones ever. I just remember that as a kid for some reason.
Twilight Zone's weird to me because I've watched Twilight Zone forever. I've watched the marathons and all that. It's bugged out, and I've been watching it for years. I'll fall asleep to it. Twilight Zone is a series where there's always an episode where I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen this one.
Yeah.
It's like an anomaly, man. It's like a walking, talking Mandela effect.
It is very strange. I had some of them on 16 millimeter reels. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why, but they were there. As a kid, I just remember fucking having the thing and reeling it up on the projectors. Those were very cool times when Beta came out. I mean, it's very abstract back then.
You know what was the coolest thing from our generation is having a VHS tape with 3 movies on it. You know what I mean?
Betamax.
Betamax, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Betamax.
We were the first household in our area to have HBO as a test family, and they played 3 movies a day at 3 different times, morning, noon, and night. So from this time to this time in the morning, then the afternoon, then the nighttime. 3 was Rocky every fucking day. I was like, this is the best.
Strange Brew.
There was nothing like
American
that.
Anthem.
Just great shit. Great time.
Hey, I love HBO. You guys will love the next album I'm working on too. It's called. This is an exclusive. No one's heard this yet. My next album, and you can do the math right here. And there's a very famous athlete on the cover. My next album is called Strawberry Nose.
Strawberry Nose. So obviously Daryl, but what does that mean? Strawberry Nose.
Well, because he was a lunatic cokehead in the 80s.
Well, Strawberry Nose. I mean, I think
get it like Bo Nose, but it's Strawberry Nose. It's just using different.
Yeah, because he's a cokehead. He's a cokehead. Him and Doc Gooden were mega cokeheads.
You don't say.
Cowboys.
You don't say.
So anyway,
the whole 86 Mets were cokeheads.
Yeah.
So the thing that I loved about the 80s was when you saw like what Dre's talking about with like, you know, HBO and all these premium things, they had the weirdest buffers. Like there was all these like tonight on HBO, blah 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 blah, and I used that.
And the theme songs, right. When you go into the family's window, it's
Fraggle Rock was on HBO, right?
It was amazing.
That was came out.
That's nuts.
Now we're going on a whole nother episode soon. So let's
bring me back for that one, bro. Yeah. Bring me back for the 80s movies.
And we'll talk about Shannon Tweed. What was she on? The Showtime or the Cinemax? No, Shannon Tweed was on the Showtime movies, right?
Remember Shannon Tweed? Showtime After Dark, I think they called it.
What was that?
She would come on after Benny Hill.
Who did she married? The dude from Kiss, right?
Shannon Tweed was married to Gene Simmons.
Yeah, she was in that. What was the video that she was in? We all watched.
It's not Sherry Pie. That was Tawny Katane.
No. Here I go again on my
Tawny
own.
Katane was real though, man. She was fire.
White Snake.
White Snake.
Here I go again on my own.
Yeah, she was on the car.
You should remix that song, dude. You've done quite a few. All right. App, thank you, Mom and Dad. It is in stores. It is streaming. It's a great album.
Thank you.
I kind of bounce back and forth, like which ones I like the most. Like I was listening to Wailers earlier today. Like the production too. Like you really went deep into like layering this together. I feel.
I'm telling you, man. I've just mastered this sound between Connecticut Casual 2 and then Mom and Dad. This East Coast. The Shore Life sound, and I've perfected it even more. This next shit I'm working on is a whole. I'm excited. Like I like my shit, and I know when I don't like my shit too. But I really enjoy this, and I think this next album, Strawberry Nose, is going to be even crazier.
It's nice.
All right, well, you heard it first, man. App, thank you. This is our 1992 tribute part 2. We're gonna let you go, and then we're gonna do us some shout outs, and then we're done for the night. So. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me. It's dope.
All right.
Good night, brother.
All right, fellas.
Talk to you soon.
Peace.
So we got a lot of cool shit in store on Take It Personal. We have a giveaway by B-Sides and Buttons. We got some really dope gear and some pins to give away to you guys. We will talk more about that on the next episode, but I wanted to tease it to let you know we have that in store. We also are going to have an indie episode coming up, and I got this great book called Independent as Fuck. We're going to speak to the writer Ben Podrosh. I think I butchered your name, bro. I apologize. Ben, Fan the Fucking Writer from Independent as Fuck. Great book. It is out now. And we are going to have an indie show to complement this book. But before we get out of here, we got some more 1992 shit in store. And we have shout outs to our Patreon listeners. Thank you guys so much for supporting, making these episodes happen. Again, a lot goes into creating these episodes. A lot of time, money, and energy that gets put into these, and the distribution of it, and all that good stuff. So we appreciate it. Let me start off by saying thank you to Ryan Toon, Biggie Stalls, Dave Border, Aaron Johnson, Darren King, Jordan Glickson, Jason Kilgore.
We also got my man B.A. Rich, John Gardner, Psychopat, James Raven, Farts McGee, my man, Farts McGee, Rich Hoffman.
That's like a Kev fucking handle.
Yeah, right.
Name.
My man Rich Hoffman, Dub Castro, Brian Clicius, Jules Clicius. See that? It's a double. I like that.
Ema, Bad Cop, Big Jew from Brockville, Ontario. Let's go. Howie Gill, DJ Ology. Too Incredible, repping New Haven, Connecticut. CK12, Zach Lowe from the 215, Joe November from the Bluegrass. Thank y'all.
Yeah, guys, thanks. I appreciate it. That's what it's all about. So make sure if you're not a Patreon member, get on there. Come on. You've been listening for how many years? Free mixtapes, all this time. Do the right thing. Appreciate you, App. Happy to have you on. Kevin, I hope it was worth missing the show tonight. And we'll see you.
We'll see you on part 3, Kev.
See you on part 3.
And if you like this show, retweet, share, post, whatever it is that the kids do these days. Let people know how great it is. 1992 is not to be fucked with. It is an incredible year. I know, because we put together 2 incredible shows and we still got plenty more in deck. So this is Take It Personal Radio 1992 Tribute Part 2. Enjoy.
All right, folks. As much as you don't like it, that concludes episode 168. Part 3 of our 1992 tribute is up next. Remember to leave a review on your streaming platform of choice, and make sure you're supporting the podcast that just entertained you for the last 4 hours and for the last 9 years. Hello, McFly. Often imitated, never duplicated. This is Take It Personal Radio. Roger the announcer, out.
If you're chilling on the app, if you're cooling in your house, if you're rocking in a Walkman, no matter what you're doing, if you're on lockdown, got the boom in your box, even if you're deaf, no matter what you're doing.
Finally out the motherfucking CPT, off to other cities and shit. No longer just an underground hit, moving things. A local nigga made good and made a name off of making tapes for niggas in the hood. And now, let me tell a little story about the places that I've been to and the shit that I've been through, like fighting and shootouts and banging and shit. All because a nigga made a hit. Check it. 1991, it was double or nothing that a nigga would hit. Then we broke out with the funky shit about bitches and niggas and getting drunk, and off that bud, I was doing the shit they hadn't heard of. But foolish was I to think that it wasn't no other cities like this, and they didn't like this. That Compton was the home of a foot in your ass. Well, you got blast, and now that's just a thing of the past. Let me tell you our firsthand. We did a show up in Oakland, and niggas was kicking up the sand. To them, banging ain't nothing new, and slanging ain't nothing new. And for every nigga we done shot, they done shot too. Straight doing low since the 60s, before I was born. Families of young niggas mourn. So I'm just letting you know that if you plan to take a trip to the Bay, keep your hand on your clip, because Oakland
it's just like Compton.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all Oakland.
It's just like Compton.
Moving on to St. Louis, where the country is fucked with gold teeth in their mouth, but they still know what's up. Where it's hot as a motherfucker, hot enough to make you cuss. That's why I kept my ass on the bus. But later on, when it cooled off, we came down and met a couple of friends who put us up on the St. Louis cap, the Smith Center, with Big Bob, Little Steve, Joe, Vince, and Rich, and a couple of bitches. Then they took us to a man named Gus. In the store, he put me down with a herringbone and shoes galore. That's when I started thinking that this wasn't like home, but then they had to prove me wrong. Cause later that night, after we did the show, we went back to the after set. And wouldn't you know, yeah, Bloods and Crips start scrapping and shooting in Missouri. Damn, how could this happen? Now St. Louis.
It's just just like Compton.
Yeah, y'all, St. Louis.
It's just like Compton, nigga.
I don't think they know. They too crazy for their own good. They need to stop watching that Colors and Boys in the Hood. Too busy claiming 60s, trying to be raw and never even seen the show. But now back to the story that I'm telling. We backed up the tour bus one more time and started bailing. When we arrived, I saw red and blue sweatsuits when I'm thinking about horse duty and cowboy boots. I guess Texas ain't no different from the rest, and San Antonio was just waiting to put us to the test. And before it was over, the shit got deep. A nigga got shot in the face and was dead in the street. Then they came in the club thinking of scrapping. Little did they know that we was packing. Yeah, we was putting them down and scaring the rest. Shit, I even had to wear the bulletproof vest. Now San Antonio.
It's just like Compton.
Yeah, San Antonio.
It's just like Compton, bitch.
After about a month on the road, we came home, and I can safely say that LA is a much better place to stay. How could a bunch of niggas in a town like this have such a big influence on niggas so far away? But still my story ain't over, cause I got one more to tell. And the people of Colorado, they know it well. It was all in the news, and if you don't remember, I had the show I did in Denver with a punk ass promoter in a bunk ass skating ring. Bitches was loving it, but niggas was shoving this shit to the front of the stage to throw their gang sign.